I never took rocks for jobs, guys. Yeah, this is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. I never took rocks, guys. This is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs, guys. This is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs.
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Good morning, dudes. Sunday morning. What are we at? May 17th, I believe. I think we're on May 17th here. Inside Cycling World. My name's Colin. Welcome back to the 109th running of the Giro d'Italia, guys. It is stage 9. Stage 9 right now. Everything looks decent here to me. The mic is on. Audio mixer levels are good. Dudes, jump into the chat. Say hi. Dudes, yeah, apologies for yesterday. I don't know what happened with the stream. I think Aaron pointed out in the comments, which is interesting to know. I think we streamed for over 2 hours, but it was all that buffering going on and stuff like that. The video shows up as being 29 minutes long. If you didn't know, I did do a quick recap later for anyone watching from the outside. Anyways, it's there. So yeah, stage 9, Servia to Corno al Scale, 184 kilometers, dudes. We're jumping in. We're at 90 kilometers in right now. Just over 90K, 93.5 kilometers. Average speed has been cooking, dudes. We're at 47.3K an hour. That's come down about, 0.8, 0.9 of a kilometer an hour. At the moment, we have 8 riders in our breakaway group. This formed early on. Early on, it was Ballerini and I think it was Ballerini and Malaisi early on. We have Jonas Geens, Martin Marcelusi, Lorenzo Malaisi, Einar Rubio, Tim Naberman, who was in the break yesterday. Tim was up front with Jonathan Narvaez, Mikhail Berg yesterday, and Leknesund. He dropped out a ways from the finish. Got Aaron here. Good morning, Colin. Hi. Drew's back as well. You and me. Yeah, it's very quiet here, guys. Very quiet. Yeah, dude. So, yeah, the chat yesterday. So, what I figured out is when the stream dies. So, when I end the stream, I basically end it in OBS first. That stops sending data to YouTube. I also have to end it in YouTube. So what I probably should have done yesterday was end the OBS stream, just say stop streaming, and then probably start streaming. The YouTube stream still would have been there. It probably would have been delayed a little bit, or just, I don't know what it would have done. But it would have tagged on to that old stream since that stream was still active. Was yo when I typed, yo, Aaron, yo. That's from Drew there. Guys, 89 kilometers left in this stage. 2 minutes and 16 seconds back to all the jerseys. White jersey, blue, that Jonas is still wearing. The purple, burgundy of Paul Magnier. The pink on Afonso Ulalio for Bahrain Victorious. PCS saying it's 225 back. We'll take a look over at Tour Tracker. 220 back there. They're about 1.8 kilometers back right now. We look on screen here, guys. We're basically going from the east side of Italy here. We're north of Rimini. Yeah, how far north are we? We're near Rimini. I actually highlighted some cool stuff here today. Actually, I can see one already. This little lake here to me on screen, you can see this here. Looks kind of suspicious, doesn't it? Looks very suspicious. It's too man-made looking. That's probably because it is. We're going to come over here, guys. So where we're starting today is in a place called Servia. We are north of Rimini and San Marino. I talked about San Marino yesterday. I didn't get to show you all the cool stuff. I don't think we even got to see it. So maybe whilst we're here quickly, guys, we'll do it again. Remember, San Marino, apparently the oldest republic still around since 301 AD. And if we didn't see this yesterday, let's take another look, guys. I'm going to just pop us in right here. And that's not what we wanted to see. I didn't want to see a photo. I wanted to see... So we're looking up top there. I think right around here is a good spot. Now, if we zoom back around, can we see it? Yeah, you can, dudes. Yes, this is actually really good here. If you look in the distance here on this ridge line, that is kind of like the hub, the center. We start zooming in, you can see the 3 towers that are still there that defended this incredible cliffside face. Apparently been around since 301 AD. I think it was named after Saint Marinus. I think that's who they named it after. That's right. 34,000 people live in San Marino. Second smallest republic, sovereign state inside. So those towers we were looking at is right along this ridge here. Actually, it's really cool. You can see the cliff edge right here. You can see the tower fortifications. This is all the stuff I was yammering on about yesterday, guys. But anyways, let's get back to today. Today we are starting in Serbia. Right on the coastline here, another beautiful beach town. And we are working our way straight inland. And we end up going over to this spot right here, Lago Covone Ski Resort. Yeah, guys, here is the finish line. The finish line today will be right here. This is the finish line right here. We're coming up this road here. I think it's SP71. We come up the SP71. Take a look over on Tour Tracker, and you can see a little bit better. We'll have a quick peek here. Guys, just zooming in quickly. That is the SP71. Remember that little picture in your head right now on top right-hand corner of the screen. It's kind of like 2 parking lot areas. We'll go back to Google Maps. There's that same thing. Parking 1 and another parking 2. That's parking 6 for campers. Parking 2, that's for the chalet, apparently. On the front right now, it's decathlon. Okay, guys, one of the fastest at 45.122 kilometers an hour. Stage 8 of this edition ranked as the 45th fastest stage in Giro history. That was yesterday, guys. I think today's going to be faster. With these climbs at the end, though, we'll see what happens. It's going to slow down quite a bit. Right now, we are moving along really well. Wanted to show you a few other things here. So we've almost gone all the way across Italy here. We're at least 3/4 of the way across. You can see it here from where we started, the red dot this morning. I kind of gave that away, didn't I? So we started in Serbia. So anyways, I was kind of zooming in, guys. And I'm like, what's this rectangular looking lake here? Oh, that must be for rowing. It's got to be for rowing. Zoomed in a bit more, and boom. Here we go, guys. It is for rowing. Circolo Canottieri in Ravenna. We are in the province of Ravenna. That's where we start today. Did a little bit more snooping around here, and I found this amusement park right beside it. This place looks cool. This place looks really cool. In the chat, guys. Okay, yeah. Buenos ding dong diddy dias, dudes. Malaysia classic tag buddy to Rubio. Tug buddy. Ciccone and Milan tried the same multiple times but unsuccessfully. A little odd that Decathlon's controlling. Yeah, Decathlon's on the front controlling right now, guys. I just saw that. On paper, it's not a perfect day for Gall. It's better for the likes of Hindley or Pellizzari. Maybe Gall has Seha-like legs today. I hope so. Sprints to the kitchen for a cold breakfast. Guys, I'm on coffee and Pop-Tarts today. I did have Pop-Tarts, chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts today. I'll jump to the race. I'll come back to that stuff in a second here. Gall sitting 3rd place overall in the GC. Let's take a look at the GC right now. And let's give that a refresh. 84 kilometers to go. We do have a little pimple coming up down the road, guys. Going through the Marzabotto sprint point. That will be for the purple burgundy jersey. Then we start climbing. The rest of the day's climbing after that. In the actual GC, Eulalio, Jonas, Felix, Christian, Jai, Hindley, Pellizzari, O'Connor, Rondell, Aaronsman, and Storr rounding out the top 10. Fab saying that they interviewed Gall at the start. I think I did see that interview, and he said he felt good about today. The front group is working well together, guys. No one's messing around here. 2 Movistar riders in that group, obviously. Team Polti Visit Malta. Alpecin, Premier Tech. We have an Astana rider, or is that a Bardiani? I think it's a Bardiani rider. Bardiani rider, Sabre 7, CSF. There is an Astana rider there, too. Kind of a later start today, guys. And again, yeah, that stream yesterday kind of threw me off. I did a recap video Dudes, this is a good story for you. So, you know I have my mini truck for sale. Guys, I'm going to show you what a mini truck looks like. If you guys don't know what a mini truck looks like, mini truck. And what's funny is, yesterday during the stream, this is a mini truck. We'll use this image right here. Guys, this is what my mini truck looks like this. It's a little two-seater. Mine's right-hand drive because it came from Japan. Dude, they're all the same pretty much. My battery's in the exact same location. If you look here, can we get it? These little clips here, the sides of the bed fold down. So you can actually take down the tailgate on the back. You can fold down the two sides. Mine even has the same kind of rack on the back here, probably for if you roll it. Let's take a look at another one. Okay, that's a nice one. Suzuki. They're all kind of the same. What's funny is these are newer ones here. Guys put tracks on them. Mine looks probably something more. That's a Mitsubishi. Mine's a Daihatsu. So that's my mini truck. So keep the mini truck in mind. Take a look at the tires on them. Here, I'll give you another one to look at. Let's get a good one here. There, this guy. Actually, that one's got some better tires on it. That's a shocker. Shocker. Trying to find a kind of a toned down one. I mean, they all look the same. Here, Daihatsu Hijet. That's what I own. I own a Daihatsu Hijet. And you can see it's got road tires on it. Actually, those are pretty good road tires. That's my mini truck. Essentially my mini truck. I put gigantic monster mud tires on my mini truck. That's what I have. This dude shows up yesterday out of the blue. Hopefully he's not watching the video. As if. And we drive it down the road. Everything's good. And I said, so, like, dude, I thought you were serious. I thought you were going to buy it today. He goes, oh, I am. I said, yeah, but where's your trailer? He drove from Lethbridge. Try again. Okay, guys. Says I'm back to excellent here. I don't know, guys. So all I did is I just stopped the stream and I restarted here. So hopefully we're back, guys. I don't really know. I don't know why. You know what? Maybe OBS needs some big update that I don't know about and it doesn't like it right now. I know I'm way behind in the stream here. Yeah, everything's back in time here. Wow, frustrating. Sorry, guys. There's really not much I can do about it. It says excellent now. And I'm just going to jump back here, guys. So I think Justin's gone. Hopefully Justin comes back. Aaron saying, rumors in the peloton that Visma may absorb a UCI fine due to Jonas. Oh, okay. So he may just take the fine, do it in his kit, not the blue mountain jersey. Gotcha. Yeah, Jonas wants a skin suit. Joe Mercado's back. Hey, Joe, good to have you here. Guys, I'm messing with the stream right now, just having a quick peek. Does say excellent. You guys let me know what's going on. Rail saying they did send Pellegrino last year on the stage that Carapaz won. It was the pivotal point of the aforementioned 2000 stage. Rail saying, yeah, San Pellegrino. Dude, I think I've done San Pellegrino on Ruby. I think I might have. Just going to give this a refresh here, guys, see where we are. So we're starting to head up that little pimple of the day. 77 kilometers to go. We still have 8 riders in our front group. Let's go through them. Jonas Geens, Marcelucci, Malaysi, Rubio, Naberman, Matea, Baez, Zacharias, Collier, Loland here for Uno X, and David Ballerini, who won stage 4? Stage 6. Pastoum to Naples stage. The double 90-degree corner at the end on the slick cobbles, won by David Ballerini. 140 back to the peloton, dudes. K-Cars, yeah, that's from Fab Cycling. Yeah, so actually it was funny yesterday. You guys probably didn't see it in the stream since OBS was having the funky chicken yesterday. I kind of like zoomed in randomly on it looked like a, I don't know, it looked like a big house in the countryside, like maybe a fortified house from the old days. I zoomed in, and there was a mini truck on the road on Street View. I thought that was kind of funny to myself. Rail saying it stopped buffering now, it's good. You fixed it. Yeah, dude, so all I did was stop the stream, start the stream. I don't know why it's doing that. I've never had these problems before. Like if I look now, it says my stream is excellent here. Guys, if you can see the black screen right now, it says excellent in the top left-hand corner. That's what I kind of look at quickly. I hate looking at that screen because it's not the race. Same for me, Colin. Back in the peloton after sticky bottle and mechanical fixed time to get to the front to eat the wind. Jim from Las Vegas got a hundy on Jonas today at plus 110. Jim is dropping the cash in here, guys. Dropping the cash in. Yeah, it's kind of funny here seeing Decathlon pushing on the front, guys. Is Decathlon mixed in with the Bahrain Victorious boys? Eulalio back on the front right now. But yeah, we've got two Decathlon boys sitting on the front. A couple of Bahrain Victorious. Eulalio wedged in between all these Decathlon dudes. Guys, maybe these teams are joining forces. Let's work together. You know that happens. You know that happens. Results here of the poll. Will the break make it to the finish? Only 11% said yes. I'd say there's no chance the break's going to make it today. The best scoring countries this Giro is France. Best rider in the GC, 8th place. 2 wins, 5 top 10s. Italy in second. Ecuador. That'll be Narvaez there with the 2 wins. Portugal, I think that will be... Well, I was going to say, no, that's not him. Take a look at the GC again, guys. Where is Arrieta? Spanish, that's why. For some reason, I was thinking Arrieta was Portuguese there for second. Derek G. West sitting in 14th place. The Canadian 6 minutes, 10 seconds down. Still in the running, guys. I think what we're going to see today is Eulalio lose some time. This final finish today, guys, is 10.8 kilometers at 6%. So it's not blockhouse, but it's still going to be really tough. The Red Bull KM is at the start of that climb, the final climb of the day. We are climbing now in the breakaway group of 8 riders here. I wonder what this climb is called. If we take a look here, I'll go back to Tour Tracker now. Guys, of course, I'm paranoid now that you guys are all going to start saying, it's buffering, Colin, it's buffering. And then I'm like... It's kind of like the guy that showed up to take the mini truck home yesterday. Dude, come on. Dudes, when you drive the mini truck around, the tires are so aggressive on it that you're not really sitting on the tires. You're sitting on the lugs. They're so big. There's like about, I'm going to say, probably like a 2-inch lug. And that lug is kind of like, it's rubber, so it's moving. You can't drive that thing down the highway. Impossible. Okay. Gonna catch up with the chat here, guys. Do not cross the streams. Hundy for Jim from Las Vegas. Rail is saying they're now close to the place where Marconi was born, the guy who patented the radio. Drew's talking to Rail. In 2002 to 2007 was in Milano and Pavulio. Okay, I can't say that word. For many cycling weekends. So Drew spent a lot of time living in Europe, guys. Decathlon must have gotten the words from Gall. I am flying today. Yeah, dudes. Maybe Gall goes today. Maybe Jonas says, "Okay, go, dude. Go." They're all these GC guys have to take time at some time. They can go on a different day from each other. Jonas might say, "Yeah, go for it, man. You can wear the pink jersey. I don't need it." Fab saying when they interviewed Gall at the start, he was with his #1 domestique, Mulberger, who said he would do whatever Felix asked him to do today. Decathlon is feeling it. Dude, Decathlon's probably on a big high. It's become quite the powerful team now. Why don't we take a look at Decathlon quickly, guys? I'm talking about the whole team here. Decathlon. They are a strong team. You know, Paul, Felix Gall. Here's Paul, the man himself, who now is competing at the Tour de France. Cool, they're showing the rest of his program. So this is a race coming up soon, guys. The Rhone Alps race, that's in June. We'll be doing that one after the Giro. Tour de France, obviously July 4th. He will be in Quebec for the GP Quebec and the GP Montreal. I'm sure he's going to be there for World Championships as well. Guys, when is World Championships here? Is it late September? I think World Championships in Montreal this year. Fan running down the side of the road with a bunch of twigs in his hand. What does this mean? Oh, meat skewers. They look like twigs, but he's running along the road with like barbecued meats on sticks. No one's taking one. Sorry, dude. They're not going to eat your randomly barbecued meat. They might test positive for contaminated beef products from the old days. Who was that? Contador? I think it was Contador. When he tested positive, it was contaminated meat. It was someone. I'm not sure if it was Contador. But Paul is here. Just scan the list, guys. We got Paul. Riccatello's here. Another GC guy. Aurélien Peripont. Here's Gregor Mulberger here. That's the rider we were just talking about. Paul Lapierre is another great rider. Lots of good new young guys. Jordan Labrosse. Leo Bassot up here. Stefan Bissinger, time trialist. Olav Koy they picked up from Visma last year. Sprinter. Olav Koy is all sprint. And again, dude, does anyone know what's going on with Olav? I think I asked the question in the last stream, but the stream was terrible. So, Olav Koy has not raced since October of last year. So, did he get hurt in the off-season? It says he is racing the Tour de France. Okay, he is racing the Tour de France. Felix Gall on the team. Lots of great riders. Dan Houle, the beast himself, only 27 years old, walking around like at, I don't know how tall this guy is, 6'6", something like that. Always taking the wind for the little guys. Yeah, Decathlon's a good team now. Lot of good acquisitions. 71K to go. We got an attack here. This looks like it's Ciccone out of the peloton. Ciccone goes out of the peloton, guys, here. Really? Ciccone is jumping out of the peloton. Lidl Trek rider with the Astana rider Diego Alusi. And we also have the tall guy, Toon Arts. We talked about him, dudes. Toon Arts. Let's take a look. Road by summer. CX by winter. Charles Legois Deschat. Remember we had CX talk last time, guys. We'll go back to his PCS profile here. And we'll come back to the homepage for a second, guys. So today, guys, we got stage 9 of the Giro going on. We've also got the Tour of Hungary. It is the final stage for the Tour of Hungary. And I believe it's Jakob Soderquist in the lead there for Lidl Trek. Overall, let's take a look at the Tour of Hungary, guys. So over there, we have 7 riders in a breakaway. 2 minutes up the roads. No one in the front here except Andre Peterbon could take the lead away. Oh, Gerben Kuipers could too. Gerben Kuipers, weird. He's from Belgium. I'm not sure why his flag here is showing up as nothing. It's his team jersey. Sorry, it's his jersey. Gerben Kuipers rides for Intermarché. Okay, dude, this is a Pro Series team. He's on a Pro Series team there. Actual GC at the Tour of Hungary, stage 5. We're on the final stage, guys. Just watching a replay here. Ciccone comes from way back in the group, flies up past the Decathlon boys. They're all looking over like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Nasal strip. Ulusi goes with them, and Toon Arts jumps up the road. It is Jakob Soderquist. He's got a 40-second lead over another UAE dude, who Aaron has mentioned a lot of times, a great acquisition for UAE in the offseason. 40 seconds down. Luke Plapp, 52 down. Junior LeSurf, 56 seconds down. Tour of Hungary. Rolly, punchy day. Sprinter's paradise at the end, guys. I think Soderquist should be able to hang on to that one. And then we've got a couple smaller races here. This is a 1.1 race. Cologne to Cologne in Germany. One-day race. You'll know the names here. Robbie Daunt, you should know. Lawrence Pithy. 0.1 race. Let's get back to the Giro, guys. That's what we're here for. 70 kilometers to go now, guys. And I'm going to start catching up again. Aaron's saying the break is burnt butter toast, done and dusted until a train crossing causes chaos. Sprint point coming up here in 15 kilometers, guys. Maybe 12 kilometers. Rail saying Gall is an Austrian, and the most famous Austrian export product is none other than Red Bull, so it gives you wings. That's right. Dude, who's this guy? Dude, I saw your comment, and sorry, I've been so distracted here trying to cover the race, freaking out that the stream's going to die again. I'm going to have a quick peek. Stream's good. Says the stream's good. Sir Bike a Lot 2000. Dude, where are you from? Hejadal won the Giro by not wearing the pink skin suit in the final TT because it was so much slower than the custom one made for him in the wind tunnel. I was in the room when they made that decision. Dude, who are you? Who is Sir Bike a Lot 2000? He was in the room when he made the decision. That tells me you were somehow... Were you part of the team? Were you a cyclist? Were you a director sportif? Assistant director sportif? Nutritionist? Let us know who you are, dude. We are sincerely interested. Drew saying the best restaurant in Italy, Trattoria Vecchia, a kilometer or two south of the uphill from... Okay. Yeah, I'd like to know more about Sir Bike a Lot. Okay, he's coming up here. Rail saying, I believe it was Rodriguez wearing the pink before the final TT. Dude, it's funny. Ryder Hejadal. When I first met Joey, yeah, that would have been 2012, right? So I met Joey in 2010. It was a thing, you know, I'd be at work all day, come home after working downtown, I'd flip on the Giro. Yeah, it was the Giro. Yeah, sure it was. And we'd watch it at night. That's what we fell asleep to every night. She named her dog, he's passed away now. That little dog, he only lived 9 years. So he was obviously sick, not a healthy dog. Her dog was named Ryder, R-Y-D-E-R, named after Ryder Hejadal. Rail saying, yes, it was Contador. Yeah, the tainted meat skewers from the side of the road injected with steroids. Because that's what we do. Dude, I inject all my barbecue with steroids. All of it. Who doesn't do that? Common knowledge, right? It's common practice around here. All your beef products inject with steroids, growth hormones, the whole works. Yeah, Ciccone tried to jump up the road here, guys. So it's a 127 to the chasing group. 8 riders up front. Ciccone, 2 Narts, Diego Alisi, 3 riders trying to jump. They've got 45 seconds on the peloton right now, guys. So maybe it's a day for Ciccone. Ciccone said earlier in the week, I'm not here for GC, I'm here for stage wins. Maybe change his mind. Aaron saying Zukowski was active this morning. Okay, didn't know that. Yeah, Ciccone's on the attack. Let's go. Yeah, dude, this guy needs to, like, light this baby up. Rail. On Stelvio, Hejadal was on fumes after chasing De Ghent for most of the entire climb. I don't think that was time lost to Perito was planned. Getting a little bit of a replay here, guys. Movistar rider, foot completely out of the pedal. He's doing a big stretch. Maybe he's got some cramps going on. Dude, I would instantly crash here. Number 85 for Movistar here. He's basically got his left foot up on top of the handlebars doing a stretch. He's punching out the back of his upper hamstring / lower buttocks area. So he's got a bit of a cramp happening there, I think. Maybe some numbness. Van Eetveld also trying too dangerous to let go. Yeah, Van Eetveld is a danger man for sure. So they've got Toon Arts going up the road for Van Eetveld, I think. Maybe later on. Setting up some dudes to, for the climb at the end. Dude, this stage I think is going to be an absolute banger at the end. Oh, Fab Cycling. Dude, I think I know the story. Mathieu Van Der Poel's dad, Adri, blamed his doping positives. Strychnine. Why strychnine? Isn't strychnine like a blood thinner? Yeah. I guess so. On a pigeon pie that he ate. Pigeon pie. First off, we got a problem with that. I think that's more of a European thing. Maybe South American too. I think so. Pigeon's a thing there. Yeah, Toon Arts is like a name amalgamation of Wout van Aert and Dylan Toons. Yeah. Dylan Toynes, I think. Gonzo Johnny. Kuipers is a CXer too. Dude, should I know that? Should I know that? Dude, what a great stat here right now. Dude, it's on screen right now. Dude, they're reading our minds here. Right here, starts in UCI cyclocross races for competitors. Toon Arts has 422 starts. That's how much CX racing he does. Timo Keilik, we did discuss him, 150 starts. Johan Jacobs at 128. Ben Turner, I didn't know that, 123. Thomas Kopecky at 99. Dude, there's a ton of dudes here. Dude, okay, we're going to dig into this for a bit. Timon Ahrensman has 88 CX starts. Mateusz Kopecky, Jan Christian, Magnus Sheffield, Igor Arieta, Yardi, Christian Vanderlee, who we saw. Lucas Kubis has done a bit. So, you know, some of these guys are going to be like one-offers here. Probably have a fun race over the winter. Even Warren Barguil did one CX start way back when. I wonder if it'll show us when it was. Not from that stat. I'd have to jump to his CX profile, dude. It's probably going to be like 15 years ago. We're not going to do that. Wow, that's cool stats there. I like that. So yeah, Toon's probably the most experienced CX rider here. Definitely most experienced. Rail saying, yesterday in Hungary, Soderquist won with a large gap thanks to organizers who cut one lap off the stage. Dude, I didn't even know that. Guys, basically after the stream yesterday, I was like pretty bummed out. I was like, come on. And then I got remotivated and I did a quick recap race of that finish, which was an awesome race yesterday, by the way. And then I sat around waiting for this dude who had no idea where I lived. I sent him my location. I said, dude, sent you my location. Let me know if you got it. Didn't hear a thing from him. Then he messaged me out of the blue. Dude, do you live near the number 2? I'm like, yeah, I do. Did you get my pin? Like 3 question marks. I've already sent you my location. Then he goes, oh, we're too far east. And I thought, okay, he's a couple of miles away. Over an hour later, he shows up. Oh, we were out in Drumheller. I'm like, what? That's nowhere near the number 2. So why would you think I was near the number 2? This is so weird. So weird. Audrey Vanderpoels and the Pigeon Pies. Yes, see them soon at the Bellagio. Yes. Sir Bike-A-Lot. I was in the team car. I think I know what happened. Oh. Sir Bike-A-Lot, who are you, dude? Are you a mechanic? Dude, tell us who you are. Spill it. Spill it for Inside Cycling Work. Dude, welcome aboard. Thanks for the insider info. Johnny Gonzo loves Ciccone, giving it a try. I don't think it will do much, but it takes guts to go early. Yeah, dude, I don't think it will either. He's down to 56 seconds now, though. They are at 56 seconds. Okay, dudes, I think I'm finally getting into my groove today. Finally getting to the groove. We are coming up to the sprint point soon. We've got 8 riders in the break, 3 riders chasing at 50 seconds. Then we've got our GC peloton. Still consists of 156 riders. I don't think we've lost any more riders recently. We'll jump back over to PCS here just to have a little gander what's going on. Sprint coming up. We'll see the sprint boys getting out there. Actually, it's all going to be swept up by the front group here. Sprinters will let them go. We'll take a look at the points jersey as is. Paul with 130 points over Jonathan Narvaez's 86. Milan way back at 76. Milan's going to have to start doing some work on some later stages if he survives. If he survives. Might pull a Chippo. Go full Chippo. Aaron saying the race from yesterday was crazy, maybe a joke. Yeah, guys, I didn't even see that yesterday. I knew Soderquist was leading and that's it, so maybe it would have been completely different. Drew's got to take off in 10 minutes. We'll see you later, Drew. Rail saying Hejadal was chasing Thomas again for almost the entire Stelvio, dude. Gotta be my favorite climb. There's harder climbs. And again, you've got 3 ascents up the Stelvio. Most people know the... Well, I guess the most famous climb, if you don't know what the Stelvio is and you're brand new here, the Stelvio is an epic cycling climb. It's also where all the car manufacturers go to show off how cool their cars look. It's somewhere like Top Gear would go to film. It's the greatest driving road in the world. One of those things. I think the most scenic side is from Prato. That's on the east side of the Stelvio. Bormio has done a lot too from the west side. And then you've got the side, the climb that comes from Switzerland, and that is called the Umbrail Pass. Dudes, how do I know? I've rode them all. Virtually. Never done it in real life. Probably never will. But yeah, great climb. Love the switchbacks on the Prato side. Okay, just catching up, guys. Rail saying, not sure if Ciccone isn't too hyperactive for this stage win. There are better stages for him later on, like Chiavari or Aosta. We'll take a look at those later, guys. Tunarts is a famous CX guy. Yeah, he is. He last year, 2025 in November, CX Euro World Champion. Euro Champion. World Championships take place 1 week after the last round of the UCI CX kind of race series. I think there's 12 or 13 races in the UCI CX race series, and they're interspersed with the X2O stuff and the Super Prestige Telenet races. Vanderpoel came out for all the UCI races, I think. Yeah, he showed up late, though. He showed up late, missed a bunch of the early CX racing. Showed up, I think he showed up for 13 races, won all 13. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, Strychnine is rat poison. Dave's here. Aaron, you live here in the number 2. Yeah, this is QE2. Yeah, you should have told him I did a Tom Dumoulin on the side of the road. Yeah, dude, that guy was really wacky yesterday. Kind of just, honest, like, when we came back, he goes, well, at least I know where the truck is now. I'm like, yeah, dude. He goes, I'll call you later this afternoon. I just walked away into my house. Bye. Like, dude, you just wasted my day. Apparently, there's a couple other people that want to look today. Bring your flat. I'm going to tell people, if you're not bringing a flat deck, don't bother coming. Bring a flat deck so you can trailer it home. Not meant to be on the roads. Ciccone trying to do the top 10 GC from breakaways. Sandy Casara style. Oh, dude, that's a blast from the past, isn't it? Ciccone group now at 38 seconds. Yeah, you're seeing it here, guys. 38 seconds to the Ciccone group. They are working their way up. Some of the other GC riders are like, man, I should probably be in that group. Our sprint point today, we're going to go through a little town here right away where everything seems to be, it looks like a bit more of an industrial section, I'd say. Yeah, it's industrial through here. I wonder what they do here. Looks like they got some kind of holding pond here, maybe a tailings pond. I'm going to say this is some kind of gravel deposit they're working here. In fact, okay, no, I thought I could see some excavations. So they're doing something here. We whip across. It looks like a little bit of a ravine bridge maybe here. Sprint point is in the next town up the road. So I'm going to be looking closely at the camera here. I will leave this right here, guys. Yep, the Ciccone group can see the 8 riders up ahead right now. On the long stretches, they can see them. Oh, totally. You can see them right now. 3 right here. Diego Alusi pacing Ciccone right now. Tunarts on the back. Tune should get to the front. He's the tallest here. They can see the other group ahead of them. They're going to have 11 in that front group, guys. We've got a long grind of false flat for probably 30 kilometers before we start the real climb of the day. Rail saying the easiest side is from Bormio, done it in 2012. Awesome job, dude. Swiss side via Umrail did in 2017. And the hardest, the historic side from Prato, done in the excellent 2020 stage. Yeah, Prato's the one that has the switchback, guys. It's so awesome when you're riding it. Dude, so I've only done it virtually inside on Ruvi. But the beauty of Ruvi is you get video. You can see the walls on your right shoulder. And you know that wall there is the road going the other way. So you're riding in this direction, seeing the road go up, and you know that wall that's on your shoulder is the road that's going to be going the other way. Insanity at the top. I think the actual Umbrail side might be the longest if you do the full... Guys, all these climbs can be made longer, right? It's just like today. You know what I'm saying. Like this Category 1... If you categorize it all the way down here, you'd say it was an HC. If you included all that false flat. You could say it's an 80-kilometer long climb at 4%. Yeah, then it's really hard. They just categorize little chunks of it. And I know on Ruby they had 2 different versions of the Umbrail. And one day the Umbrail side just massacred me. Absolutely massacred me. I remember riding with a bunch of friends, and I was dying. Falling back. I grabbed something to eat from somewhere. I think I messaged Addison, my daughter, bring me some food. I ended up catching up a couple guys and finishing ahead of them. I was just bonked. Remember the days of bonking? It doesn't even happen anymore. Yeah, Johnny, we call that false flat, but it does not ring well. Yeah, dude, I say false flat all the time. We have a joke in my Team GRC group. Anything up to 7% is false flat. That's just our running joke. Aaron's asking, is it time to panic yet on the J season? Dude, what are they now? Like 20 and 26 or something like that? Detroit, I don't think is doing much better. I think Detroit is doing about as poor. I don't think I watched the whole game yesterday. Oh, because Buddy showed up. And when I came back, game was over. I paused it, but the game was no longer in the live pause mode. Okay, looks like Diego Alisi and Tunart's having a little discussion at the back here of this 11-man group now. Got 11 dudes in this group. We've got David Ballerini and Alisi together. 2 riders there. 2 riders from Movistar. Rubio and Malesi. Bias base for Pulte Visit Malta. Lowland for Uno X. Tunarts, Ciccone, Marcelusi, and Jonas Geens. Let's check this dude out. 27 years old from Duffel in Belgium. Kind of a bigger rider, not a climber. Out there in the break today, maybe setting up for something later. Sprint going off right now, guys. I'm kind of watching the sprint go here. One of the Astana boys is going to get it. Probably Alisi. Going to guess that's Alisi getting it. Ballerini. It would be Ballerini. Sorry. That must be Ballerini getting that. Yeah, and there it is. The results are showing up here already. I'm a bit delayed here. Big smiles here between the Alpecin boys and Ballerini. And I'm going to catch up in the chat. Rail saying here, this is a good point. In 2014, they also raced the Stelvio, and the descent was supposed to be neutralized, but Hegedal, Pierre Roland, and Katana had a sudden case of deafness and ended up 3 minutes ahead of the GC group. Neutralized because of sketchy conditions. Probably at Sketchville on the Stelvio descent. And those guys pretended they didn't know about it. Thanks to it, Nairo won the Giro. So they're all joined up, guys. Yeah, I did not hear you. One of the longest running excuses in cycling. Dude, okay, Rail, what is Stirato? When you say that, I think the road probably had grooves in it, maybe. Is that what it is? The Umbrel section of the Stelvio was paved quite recently. Before, it had a rather long section of Stirato in the middle. Sounds rough anyways. Ballerini wins a sprint. I bonk all the time, sometimes even on the bike. Correct. Yeah, was it actually dirt road? And riders do bonk all the time, sometimes even on the tarmac. Rail saying it was a gravel road, the same as you see on... Really? It was that rough? Yeah, guys, and that's the problem with riding virtually inside. You don't really see that stuff. Half the time, you're not even looking at the screen. You're busy watching something else. I promised myself this year, guys, I will be doing a lot more outside riding. So we have 2 groups now, guys. Front group of 11 riders at 56.5 kilometers to go. And we have the Peloton chasing at just over a minute back. So the Peloton is kind of thinking about this now, guys. Back over to PCS here, you can see it's at 108. 1 minute on Tour Tracker, and hang on a second. We had some World War II history there, which I'm not even sure we want to discuss. There was some kind of massacre here back in the day. 21 degrees Celsius, wind virtually nil. 3K an hour, guys. So it was dirt roads on the Umbrail Pass. That's what I used to do, guys, a lot on Ruby and the Pass because they have so many routes. I'd find a climb. Let's say the Tourmalet. Well, the Tourmalet, you just don't climb it from one side. There's 2 different ways to climb the Tourmalet. East side, west side. That one's pretty standard. The coolest thing about the Tourmalet, too, is that there's an old... If you're going up from the west side up the Tourmalet, the first side they ever climbed, there's there's a side road. They don't use it anymore. It's the Laurent Fignon Road, whatever. I forget what it's called. It's still there. They blocked it off, and it's only open to cyclists now. And I think on Ruby, that's the route whoever filmed it took. So it just sits up above the main valley road now, up the Tourmalet. So I used to have this thing where I'm like, okay, I got to ride the Tourmalet. I got to ride all the ascents. I got to ride the Stelvio. I got to do all 3 sides. Mont Ventoux, there's 3 sides to it. Had to do all 3 of those as well. Yeah. Oh, Rail's talking about the Mortarolo, which has the amount of size roughly equal to the amount of lakes in Florida. Yeah, and some of the routes, guys, like some of the climbs, so many different ways to get up them. So many different ways. So if you're doing those things, there's just different routes to take. Mortarolo, one of the toughest climbs, I guess, and some of them are totally different too. One side may be very hard, the other side not so much. 56 kilometers to go now, guys. And no one's complaining about the stream, so I think the stream must be holding up today for whatever. I think what I'll do today after this is go into OBS and update everything. Force an update on it. Because I think that's where the problem is. Because I was downloading yesterday, uploading everything else, and everything seemed to work. So Ballerine won the sprint there. Jonas Geens for Alpecin gets 8 points. Martin Marcelucci for Bardiani, I believe. Yeah, Bardiani gets 5. Base 3, and Diego Alisi gets 1 point for Astana. Teams not in the breakaway. Big boys. First, second, and third in the GC not in the break. Fifth place, Jai Hindley not in the break. Don't forget Pellizzari, he's there as well. Team Jayco, none of them are here, guys. They're all sitting lurking back there, waiting to pull these guys back. It's 117 back now to the peloton. I'll jump back over here now for a second. This is our current location, and we are slowly waking our way inland. Well, we've been inland quite a way here, guys. I'm going to show you back here again. Dudes, it's kind of cool looking at this, because, yeah, this picture is great right here. There's Florence, middle of the screen. Wow, sorry. Here's Florence, guys. Dead center of the screen. Pisa to the west. Genoa to the northwest. Turin, Milan. Lake Como is up here. Modena. Venice. Okay, Venice, I didn't know. Trieste. Wow, so cool. And we are heading inland here, guys. This Lago Cavone, this is where our finish is. Obviously a ski hill of sorts up here. I just saw, yeah, one of the ski hills nearby, it might have been Sunshine. They had over 1,000 centimeters of snow this winter. 1,000 centimeters. In fact, they just got a ton of snow yesterday. They probably got more snow last night. We don't have any snow on the ground right now, guys. It was forecast. We hit -2 Celsius last night. May long weekend. It's the first weekend of camping of the year. I got a message from Addison last night. So here's the finish line right here, guys. They will be coming down this road this way and finishing, I think, on this stretch of the road right here. So I messaged Addison, that's my daughter. Hey, what's going on this weekend? Didn't hear from her for a day. Hey, Colin, we're here. She goes, we were camping with Avery. That's my other daughter. And she goes, what'd she say? Something like, I had enough of it. We came home. It's too cold. Who wants to camp in sub-zero temperatures when you're not expedition camping? This is like young people, kids going out, have some drinks. There's a fire ban on right now too. Even though it's snowing, there's a fire ban. It's so dry in Alberta. It's always dry in Alberta, so that's normal. There's a fire ban every May. All the dead stuff on the ground, nothing's growing yet. We don't want fires. So they were allowed to have their propane barbecues as their heat source. So she goes, yeah, we had enough. Came home. Okay, just going to jump back here, guys. Dude, Rail, I don't think I've done one climb of the Mortarolo. And again, dude, I'm not over there riding bikes over there. I do all my hill climbs inside here on Ruby. I'm now riding Zwift more, but I promised myself I'm getting outside more this year because I got to work on my tan. You know, got to work on the tan this year. Johnny saying did the Mont Blanc 2 and Alpe d'Huez climbs 2 all sides almost 20 years ago, though. Yeah, that's right, too, guys. There's obviously another climb to the Alpe d'Huez. I think there might be a third way up Alpe d'Huez, too. Because you know when they go up Alpe d'Huez? Sometimes they go to the other side. So therefore, there's another side coming up. So it sounds like Johnny's done all those. Rail saying, yeah, Stelvio is one of the highest paved roads in Europe, but it's still like 1,000 meters below Independence Pass. I think for a while Stelvio might have been the highest paved road, and then it got beat out by something else later that they paved after the fact. UAE women winning at Zulia today. Team on a roll. Yeah, I saw that one going off. I didn't really follow it. Dave saying your stream is strong today. May take out an eye. Look into my eye. Johnny saying he would beat all cyclists in swimming. So Johnny must be a swimmer. Yeah, dude, Rail, thank you. Dude, that buffering yesterday, guys, we haven't had that. Who remembers any buffering on the channel? Really? I haven't seen any complaints about the channel, like buffering, stuff like that. But yesterday was complete schmozzle disaster here. Jan Christian riding in the team car, guys. This is a UAE rider. Sits 19th in the standings, almost 7 minutes down. Yeah, just sitting on the team car's wheel here. Flocky saying I'm only 2K behind right now. Okay, so right here, yeah, we're at 51.2. Flow Bikes has got me at 51.5. Flocky, where are you watching? What kilometer are you at? UAE recorded its 32nd win of the season and its third in this Giro. 45. Okay. Right, so the team UAE has recorded 45 wins, stage victories at the Giro in total, across all of its different names it's had. You know, the name changes a little bit every year with sponsors. Yeah, Rail, I've never done Mortarolo on Ruby. At least I don't think I'm almost positive I've never done it. It's on there, though. You know what, dude? I'll take a look today. I probably need to update Ruby. It's been so long. I don't think I've ridden on Ruby since last year. I just haven't been interested in the video. I do like Ruby for the fact that you can pretty much ride anywhere. Oh, please don't tell me it's buffering. Says excellent still, so hopefully it's just a little stutter, guys. Yeah, Johnny's saying yesterday was insane with the buffering. Yeah, guys, once it gets bad, I'm just going to reset every time now. Dave's saying his best night's sleep in a lean-to in February at minus 12C in a sleeping bag. Dude, probably my most scary sleep I had was at a dog sled race. I'll show you where I was. I'm going to try to find out where I was, guys. Okay, guys, we're going on a tangent here now. Decathlon leading with Ballroom victorious in second place on the road. There is 11 riders up the road. So here, guys, going back to circa 2001, I started running dogs. And here's Prince Albert. And dudes, I'm going to show you something even crazier. So the race started in Prince Albert and goes all the way to L'Orange, all the way up here. There is a highway going up there. Here's L'Orange. This is like kind of end of the line. And then the race would come back all the way down the same direction and finish around Spruce Home here. I, myself, had a home at a place called Christopher Lake. My home at Christopher Lake, I'm going to find it right away. I think it was down this road. No, it was before the bend in the road. Here's my old house, guys. I used to live right here. Wow, dudes, I lived right here. This is bizarre. Probably no Google. Yeah, nothing, guys. Big house, trust me. This is a big house. Wow, they let the roundabout grow in. This used to be all gravel. Full turnaround here, like a big teardrop. And I kept my dog team in this back corner. This back area here. The first year I moved here in 2000, we had a water bomber come across the area and bomb the backyard. I had to move my entire dog team out. The fires were so bad up here. And basically, I would hook my team up here, guys, and I would scoot down here, come towards my neighbor's place, and I think I would cut through here somewhere, and I would bomb around these fields and stuff and out into the country. Anyway, why am I talking about this? Oh, yeah. Christopher Lake, Anglin Lake. There's a checkpoint here, Anglin Lake. Came through here at about minus 45. But yeah, I slept outside at about minus 45 Celsius. Barely slept. Okay, guys, backing up here. Oh, Rail's talking about the stage that Pinot abandoned. Dude, I remember that. His teammates trying to keep him pushing, him crying on the bike. Gonzo saying just one little stutter. Today is much better, dudes. Yeah, guys, as soon as it gets bad, I'm always going to redo that now. And I'll probably just start doing this a bit more. Now I am seeing poor data. No, back to excellent data. Okay, so that must be the stutter you guys are seeing. So I will do a full, fresh update of everything on my PC. After this, that must be the issue. U2 mode engaged, yeah, when we were sneaking around there. Yeah, Sim de la Bonnet. Cime de la Bonnet is the highest paved road now. It's used in the Tour de France. And Sir Bike-A-Lot. Okay, yeah, who is Sir Bike-A-Lot? He was in the team car. In the team car. Dude, you should tell us. Just tell us. Okay, Sir Bike-A-Lot, are you still involved in cycling at that level? How did you get in the car? Give us some hints. We'll try to guess. Let's have a little game out of this, guys. 48 kilometers to go. And bouncing back again here. Over to Tour Tracker. You can see the gaps here now, guys. We've got 11 riders in the break. And we are now at 1 minute 40. So the pelotons let them go. The GC guys are letting them go at this point on this false flat segment. Pulte Visit Malta with the stand at the front. Chiccone's right up there too. Phase 2 will be starting immediately, guys. Phase 2 will be going off soon. I think we're going to see some crazy attacks on the first climb of the day of the Category 3. Oh, World War II. This was an important location of the Gothic line, so probably some defensive fortification during World War II. Yeah, there would have been like battles all throughout here in World War II. Insanity. The plane. Yeah, who is Sir Bike-A-Lot? That's what I'm asking too. Who is Sir Bike-A-Lot? Ryder has. What does Ryder do now? What does Ryder do now? Maybe Sir Bike-A-Lot knows. We talked about that here a while ago, Sir Bike-A-Lot. Like, you know, you think about what's my favorite musician doing right now? Is he like making coffee in the morning? Brushing his teeth? What is he doing? I think about that kind of junk all the time. 11 riders in this break, guys. 152 back to the peloton now. Got some other races finishing here. I'll try not to blather too much about the other races, guys, because I know a lot of you guys will watch all this stuff later. In fact, guys, I'm going to tell you something right now on Flow Bikes. I'm just going to jump out of the Giro for a second. So for coverage today, kind of being clunky. I got the Giro. I've got the Tour of Hungary. I've also got the Boucle de Leon Châtillon. That's a race that you can see on PCS. That's live right now. I've also got the USA BMX Golden State Nationals. That's on the 15th. I've got the 4 days of Dunkirk coming up. Dude, I've got it all. I think Flow Bikes is really good. They did raise the price on me, so that's going up this year. Thankfully, I just make hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this, that I can easily afford it, and that's an absolute lie, guys. Currently at just under 3 hours of race time, we've covered 138 kilometers. Average speed, 46 kilometers an hour right now. I'm just rounding up. We still have 1,500 meters of climbing to take on. 1,500 meters to go, guys. Sir Bike-A-Lot found on stage at Medieval Times in Vegas. Yes, at the Excalibur. Rail. Sir Bike-A-Lot, were you also on the team when they did, when Van de Velde did the Bonnet in 2008? Gonzo Johnny says he is Sir Farts a lot. Nobody wants to be in my wheel. Yeah, the only other Sir we follow is Sir Mix-A-Lot over here. Okay. Sir Bike-A-Lot saying, I talk with Ryder. He's in Costa Rica full-time with his newish wife. Okay, dude, good to know. Actually, you know what, dudes? There's a guy last year, and I think he posted on Instagram. There's a dude that followed along during the Tour de France last year. That's when I first started doing this, guys. He had a mountain bike excursion place in Costa Rica. Positive. And his rides were like, 2 hours long, 16 kilometers. And I'm like, huh? But like, just straight uphill. Straight uphill for like 2 hours straight to go 16 kilometers. So different than here. So flat here. Okay, so Ryder does hang out in Costa Rica full time. Aaron saying Ryder is smart. He is chilling in Makawao in Maui with Willie Nelson. I didn't know Willie was there. Newish wife. Does that mean it's number 2 or 3? Guys, divorce rates incredibly high. Dudes, watching the front here now, we got 3 riders out of the back of our group of 11, it looks like. Yep, we got 3 riders that just slipped out the back. Astana rider, one of the Movistar boys, and Uno X. Saw the red at first, thought it was Toon, but it's not. It's the Uno X rider here. So they slipped out. So that looks probably Elise, Lalande. Riders are back at the team cars. Nice sticky bottle there by the Movistar rider to slingshot him up into the front group. And these 3 or 4 at the back got left behind. Yeah, kind of a weird little spot there. It looks like Neighborman kicks it for Picnic Postinel and goes. Toonarts was in that group getting dropped. Just kind of a weird little car incident there. 45-kilometer banner, the best Western banner, guys. We're 20 kilometers to the foot of the Quirquiola. 11.5 kilometers at 4.2%. It's Category 3 climb. That's what's coming up here, dudes. And after that, we have the Red Bull KM. Then we have the final assault of the day, where the GC boys will cling, 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 come out and play. Wow. Cool. Tell Ryder we love him. Yeah, exactly, dude. We love Ryder Hejjedal. Dude, like, that takes me back so far in time, man. Dude, I'm like Mr. Nostalgia, and I pretty much remember everything. Like, I don't have a photographic memory, guys, but I remember every incident. I guess I have a good memory retention. I can tell you what trip. Oh, Movistar here. Oh, a lot of gesturing here. Pointing at guys. Hey, get up here. Dude's pointing at guys. Who is he bothered with? Now Ciccone goes over to him. Yeah, he's not happy. He is not happy at all back there. Watch, Shield's going to put an attack on him. And I think that same Movistar rider moves to the front right now. That's either Rubio or Malesi. Moves to the front, starts putting the hammer down. Quick arm flick. Let's go. They're at 202, and it looks like there might have been an attack. Nope. Another Movistar rider swings right out. This is the dude. He is ticked off, I think. Still eyeballing the guy he's not happy with at the back here. But yeah, like thinking about Ryder Hejjedal, yeah, circa 2012 for me. Yeah, Joey hadn't even moved into the house here yet. She was still living with the girls in Airdrie. We've been together like a year and a half. All the vacations we went on together there. Yeah, crazy times. Yeah, Ryder was a very entertaining riding, especially in the 2015 Giro. Yeah, they're showing a replay of it here now. Oh, we're getting this going on. This is the Movistar guy. Come on, dudes, do this. Yeah, that means no one's working. He wants people to work with him. Dude, they got a 2-minute gap. 152 now. And then he starts yelling at everyone in the group. Yeah, he goes further back to Astana. The Bardiani boys saying, come on. Hands up like, what? What's going on with you guys? Are you pro cyclists or not? Oh, yeah, he's directly pointing at dudes. Pointing at them. Uno X. The Uno X rider lifts his left hand up and goes, dude, I can't. I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to help you. That's my interpretation of that. Sir Bikelot is saying, Ryder's been hitting the weights heavy. He is jacked these days. I love it. No one follows the brown stain unless... The only other rider everyone in the cycling community knows where they are is Floyd Landis. Says a lot. Yeah. I know, well, we talked about Thibaut Pinot earlier. You know, bombing out of the Tour de France that one year. Dude, he's a really cool guy. He was one of my favorite cyclists. I love his French style. Dude, he wanted to have a farm. It showed him, like, you know, in his off season, goats, animals, cows. He just wanted to go live the farm life. He had a big orchard there. Just get away from it all. Rail, in 2015, he was almost every day in the breakaway with Kruijswijk after losing time after being held up by a crash on the descent of Passo. I don't know that climb there. Johnny, I still talk about Evgeny Berzin. What are we looking at? Oh, we're looking at the Grotto de Lebiante here with the two lovers are up there right now. Ooh. Yeah, the cameras are on you, folks. The cameras are on you. It's probably a crime to do anything up there, guys. Movistar wanting riders to pull through when they have the numbers is hilarious. Yeah, they've got two riders up there and they want everyone else to do the work. I think he was yelling at the one Uno X rider. Just one guy. And the guy's like, come on, man, give me a break. Yeah, there's 2 Astana riders, 2 Movistar riders. Those guys should be at the front doing the work. Ciccone is up there right now. Alpesen's in the mix. Astana is there. Movistar's there. Polti Visit Malta. That is Mattia Baez there. Decathlon says it's pulling in the peloton here. Let's take a look back and see how far back they are on the road here now, guys. Just going to have a little quick peek here. Looks like they will be going across a little bit of a bridge over a river, so I'm going to look for that. And yeah, it's what I'm seeing on camera right now. This is the delay that's going on. The lead group is going across this bridge right now. That's quite the structure, actually. I'm going to zoom that out. Quite the raised bridge over this area. Right here, dudes. We're calling them out right now. Martin Marcelusi, Toonarts, and Tim Naberman for Tim Picnic Post NL are the riders missing the most turns in the break. So now we're at the point where we're calling out riders who's doing the least amount of work. And I am seeing Naberman riding second from the back here. So yeah, they are calling them out here. 206 back to the peloton, guys. GC peloton. Venga, everyone else is Chilla from Aaron. Davison Collin, you and I have minds like steel traps. Grabs all the info, files it, forgets it. Yeah, dude, like I can remember every like if I was to go on a trip, like, remember when this happened? Remember when we checked in there and then the girls are looking like, how do you remember? Yeah. Although Addison's kind of like that too. Avery, my oldest daughter, is like, huh? I don't remember any of that. 2 totally different kids. Everyone's saying, love is not a crime, Colin. Love is not a crime. Love is in the air. Johnny, and the gap is still going out too. Movistar should focus on riding and not yelling at the other riders. The Mind Palace for Dave and Colin. Yeah, guys, it's a good thing to have, also a bad thing. Because if you get some, bad memories in your brain, you can't get them out. Remember all the negative stuff here. Camera's now on Martin Toyota, however you say his name, Uno X rider. Here he sits at 29.49 back, 44th overall. It's just sitting on the back of the peloton, waiting for the team car. They have a sponsor on the jersey called a Bama. Trying to figure out who that is. What is Bama sponsor, guys? First ever double Norwegian presence in a top 3 podium at the Giro. Yeah, he finished 3rd yesterday. Leknessem finished 2nd to Narvaez. Dude, that was an awesome finish yesterday, I'll tell you that. Gonzo Johnny, Naberman, Arts, and Marcelusi aren't climbers. They are just trying to save energy, not to be dropped. Yeah, dude, they're just up there to do something later to try to help a teammate out. I don't think they should be getting yelled at for not doing as much pulling. Sir Bike-A-Lot. Some may remember Ryder wearing a retro pair of white sunglasses the very first day of 2013. His prototype performance glasses didn't fit, so I handed him the white ones as a joke. Dude, it's kind of like G when he wore that same pair of Oakleys forever. I can't remember what Ryder wore, but we can probably find it on YouTube. I'm guessing they were like just a goofy white pair that were not cycling related. Has anyone asked about Benny yet? No, they haven't, Dave. I think it's your job, Dave. You just did. Johnny, you just did. Exactly. Where's Benny? Eritreans unite. Where is Benny? Eddie's saying, hello, Colin and crew. Heavy rain here. Disconnected internet. Yeah, dude. Yeah, my stream was completely destroyed yesterday. I'm going to update OBS. That's all I can think is left to do is to deal with OBS. There's probably some big update that I need to do. It doesn't like what I'm doing right now. Ryder said, I'm wearing these and going off the front at kilometer 2. He was in front for over 100 kilometers wearing them. That's how hilarious he is. Dude, I love the stories. I love the stories about these pros. Dude, thank you for joining Inside Cycling World and giving us the inside scoop. How old is Ryder now? I guess we could look it up here on PCS since I have it open. But dude, how old is Ryder Hesjedal? I got to think Ryder's what? I'm going to say he's 47. Maybe? How old is Ryder Hesjedal? Okay, Drew's watching from work, can't comment. Dudes, time for break natural. Right now, we are 2 minutes, 10 seconds back. Decathlon doing all the work. I'm sure Bahrain Victorious is pretty happy to see them here. There's 2 Decathlon boys on the front doing all the work. Bahrain sitting in. Fonzo Alulia, Lalio, and then more Bahrain Decathlon boys. Visma team riding third on the road. Be right back, guys. Break Naturel. All right, guys. Another land speed record back inside the 10x10 cube of Cycling Domination and Performance Training Center here. While we got the chat going on, Ryder Hejjedal. Here is, let's check this stud out. Ryder is 45 years old. Dudes, is Ryder the best Canadian World Tour rider ever? I think it would be a big battle between himself and Steve Bauer. I think it's probably Steve Bauer and Ryder as the 2 best results-driven riders so far. Dudes, back in the day, the Tour of Alberta, I remember this. Okay, dudes, now we're on. Now we're on, dudes. Colin's on. Deep dive, tangents now, guys. So, dudes, we used to have a race here. 0.1 series race. Tour of Alberta. It was always 5 or 6 stages long, ran between Calgary, Edmonton, Jasper, rough area. And take a look at this. Stage 2 went from the Kananaskis country. I wonder where it started. Yeah, and it would be downhill all the way. Dudes, look at the town it finishes in here. Olds. Dudes, I'm in Olds every second day. So this is the closest I've ever been to World Tour riders. You'll see a lot of Canadian teams here, a lot of American teams. Oh, a lot of these names I don't even recognize here. H&R Block Pro Cycling. Trek Segafredo. There's Bauke Mollema. Way back when, guys. Rally Cycling. Cannondale Rally again. But yeah, so looking at Ryder Hejjedal here, won the Giro in 2012. 2 stages at La Vuelta in 2009, 2014. Second in the Amstel Gold Race, dudes. 4 second places at the Giro. Look like another second place at the Tour of California. Really? Okay. More stages at Vuelta a España, second places. 2 times he was third at the GP Montreal. Tough race. Tough race. 5th at the Giro in 2015. At the Volta Catalonia. Yeah, 45 years old, now residing. So he rode for, let's check who out he rode for. World Tour level team Garmin Slipstream. 34 kilometers to go here, guys. We had a 2 minute and 11 second gap back to the main GC peloton. Garmin Transitions, Garmin Cervelo. Yeah, dude, yes. I ride a Cervelo here. Barely. Garmin Sharp, Team Cannondale Garmin, and then Trek Segafredo. Segafredo is a coffee manufacturer. Producer, whatever you want to call it. Tour of Poland, the Criterium de Dauphiné, the Giro d'Italia here. Tour of Romandy, Liège, Bastogne, Liège, Flesh, Amstel Gold, Catalonia, Tour Down Under. Dude, he was everywhere. Ryder Hejjedal. So, yeah, different eras. Steve Bauer, Ryder Hejjedal. Steve did wear yellow jersey, I think at least on 2 occasions at the Tour de France. Didn't win a Grand Tour, though. You guys tell me, Steve or Ryder. Doesn't really matter. Okay, we got a lot of chat going on, guys. Okay, late 40s, 45. Dave, I asked the question next time I pass the air trade consulate. Where's Benny? Consulates in Toronto, embassies in Ottawa. Dude, I heard a great new band yesterday. Picture on Facebook. Okay, these guys are called Crown Lands. That's what we call it here in Canada. We call it Crown Land. Whatever. It's called Crown Land. Back to our Commonwealth days. Dude, two dudes, a duo. I think one guy's Micmac First Nations. Dude, they love Rush. They're standing there with Geddy Lee and Alec Lifeson showing off the new album. They have a song, I think on their 2023 album is called, Context or something like that. You can hear little bits of Rush songs. Kind of stuff. You can hear them right away. You're like, that's that song. But you can't really tell what song it is for sure. You know it. I'm going to listen to more and more. So check out Crown Lands. I think they're touring, but they're only on the East Coast right now. They should come out here. Okay, I'm just going to cruise along here, guys. Malmo won Alberta in 2015. I think Peter Sagan was out here too. And dude, one year they used the big climb coming up. There is a big climb going down into the Badlands. That Red Deer River Valley cuts down so deep there into the dinosaur area, the fossils. They used the big climb, and that wasn't far from my house either. Didn't see that either. I think I was on vacation at the time. Just going to catch up you guys. Nikki Lynn's back. Nikki Lynn, my favorite female fan here. Hi, Nikki. Hey, Dave. Guys, just so you know, Dave is Nikki, I think. Yes, but Dave's also here too, so he's got two profiles going here. Railsing, I would put Hejidal above Bauer. Bauer didn't win the Giro. Exactly, dude. Bauer was very impressive, but again, had the yellow jersey at the Tour de France, I think on 2 occasions for multiple days, but didn't win a Grand Tour, where Ryder did win a Grand Tour. Steve held the yellow jersey for 10 days. And I think he did it another time too for like just under a week. Aaron saying, interesting to see Ryder's Palmares and notice winning did not start until he was like 26 and older. Exactly, dude. Compared to of today. Yeah, dude, in the past, it was like, yeah, that was the whole point of the white jersey. Best young rider under 25. Now they're winning Tour de France at like 21. Maybe younger. Soon. Yeah, I wonder what the odds are for Paul right now. Has anyone seen that? Has anyone looked at the odds there? 11 riders in our break, guys. 221 back. Over to Tour Tracker just to see some dots. We'll do some dot tracing here. We all like to chase the dots, right? We are working our way now up the Category 3 climb. We're on the very, very lowermost slopes. Actually in a flattish area here. It says here, Bartley claimed his final Giro stage win in Stage 9. Way back when. I think Stage 9 was also very important for Egan Bernal, where he held it all the way back in the days. Egan is here, not Egon, as I like to call him. Stana pushing hard. Trek on the front as well here. That's Ciccone. Swooping off the main thoroughfare here onto more of a side road. This will probably be taking us over to the climb. Yeah, so back in the days, guys, you were mentored under the older guys. Like Bernardino. Okay, you don't get to win anything until I say you do. We're going to groom you to be a pro racer. After 25, you'll be allowed to start winning things. And now it's totally different. Totally different. Aronson, I think the issue for North American riders is they do not get the early chances like Euro riders. Rail saying back in the day, the best age for cyclists was above 26. Only quite recently it started to drop with the advent of the golden Colombian decade. Steve was the prototype for Canadian cycling. You're right about that, Dave. Yeah. Aaron, Colin, Lance did not win. Did not win a GT, a Grand Tour either, according to the records. It's not all about that. Yeah, you're right. The race is about to kick off, guys. We will be entering phase 2 of the race immediately, guys. I think it's about to go off. Decathlon looks like they're out to do something today. Let's make it hard for Jonas. Let's make it hard for everyone. Bahrain Victorious is there. All the GC guys are in the same boat, guys. They're all like 3 minutes, 15 seconds back on Afonso Eulalio for Team Bahrain Victorious. It's their job to start pulling back time every day. And as we get deeper into the race, it may be harder to pull back time. As these guys get more tired further into the race, maybe you want to do it earlier. I'm sure they're all going to react. I'm sure if Gall goes, Jonas is going to have to go. Pellizzari's going to have to go. Then we're going to see if there's any weaknesses. Do I have any coffee left? It's cold. It is cold. So that's where we're heading to now, guys. Taking on this climb here coming up. The break now has a lead of 2 minutes and 21 seconds near the foot of the climb. We'll jump back here. Top climbers in the Giro. Jonas, number 2 in the rankings. Felix Gall, number 4. Pellizzari, 8th. Christian Scaroni, 13th. And Giulio Ciccone is 14th. This is based on PCS points, guys. So how many points have they racked up in the PCS, the Pro Cycling Stats series or point system? Remember, the point system is different between PCS and UCI. I've never really figured it out because they'll flip-flop. UCI on one stage will give them more than the other. Someone asking to come see the mini truck. Oh, that's right, Dave. Ryder started in mountain biking, also won Rainbows on the Dirt. Joe Mercado is saying Bauer always crashed and flatted. Some Bike a Lot here says Bauer rules, love him, but his own words after Ryder won Giro were, it'll be decades until a Canadian wins a Grand Tour again. Dude, yeah, I know, right? Guys, how are we feeling about Derek G? How are we feeling about Derek G? Have we seen the heyday of Derek G? Derek's got a double last name now. Derek G is 28 years old, guys. And if we look here quickly, where's all his second stages? Yeah, so 3 years ago, he had 4 second place stages at the Giro. 4 years ago. In 2023, let's take a look at that. That was an amazing race for him. He went in a break. Look at all the red. When you see the red, those are breakaway days. So Derek went in the break 2 for 7 days out of 21. So a third of the race, he was in the breakaway. Second place on stage 8. Second place 2 days later. Second place on stage 14. Second place on stage 16. Insanity. Fourth place on stage 18. Oh, this climb here. Trecime de Lavaredo. Second place on stage 19. Brutal stage that one would have been. Never won a stage. 22nd. That's, yeah, I thought you'd think you'd be higher than that for all those second place podiums there. Second in the mountains classification. Second in the points classification. Mr. 2. Mr. number 2. He is the new, you could have called him Poo-Poo that year. Is he really leading the team? I don't know. I'm kind of expecting to see something from Derek here coming up. Okay, backing up again, guys. I'm losing track of the chat here again. Gonzo asking Bauer, did he not have that great tour in 1990 in the break with Chiappucci? Yeah, he had a couple of big... I think he had 2 tours where he did really well. Interesting to think Poppy Horner has officially a better GC Palmares than Lance, winning La Vuelta at 41 years old. Sir Bike a Lot saying, yes, mountain bike rules and always provides the best racers. That's where Ryder, Seamus, Seamus too, that's another big name. And IMETS. Okay, we're getting some clues here. He's providing us clues, guys. Let's figure out who Sir Bike is. Dude, you have to tell us at some point. You have to tell us at some point. Or you don't. It's up to you. Dudes, 9.7 kilometers here up to the top of the Curciola. I know I'm butchering the name. That's okay, though. That's what we do over here. It's an 11.5 kilometer long climb at 4.2%. So we're already actually on it now. We've been on the false flatty segment at the bottom. Guys, what do you consider a false flat? 3-4%? Yeah? Something like that? 2-3%? Milan going back to the team car here now, guys. Grabs a gel. I think of a gel. Maybe it was a Tic Tac. And what else did he grab here? It looks like a bottle, but it's not. Yeah, that was strange. Maybe it is a bottle that he's just going to huck away. Yeah, it was a bottle. Kind of looked like an Aero bottle to me. Are they using Aero bottles on those bikes? They might be Aero. Now he's going to throw something to the side here. Kind of looked like here you go, we're handing you a piece of clothing to give you a little pull, and then he's just going to discard that right away too. How many times do we see that happen? Astana on the front here, guys. Grinding hard. Movistar going with him. This is out of our front group of 11. We got 2 riders on the break right now. Third Astana rider is going to jump across. Cicconi's going with him right now. We are losing riders immediately, dudes. Phase 2 is kicking off, guys. Phase 2 is kicking off. And nature break coming up again. Dave's saying Bauer will always be my number one for me because he was my first cycling crush. Bauer was the first big dude Canadian I remember. Just remember, guys, way back when. Think about this. At one point, La Vie Claire had Bernard, and there's a bunch of other guys too. They had Bernard, Lamond, Steve Bauer, Andy Hampsten. Right? I think they had them all at the exact same time. Then they all went their separate ways. But what a powerful team that was. I remember Steve Bauer in La Vie Claire kit way back when. Then he had his incident with Claude Criquillon at the World Championships. I think Steve did some kind of weird deviation. And I think Steve might have been relegated completely. And was the win given to... I think there was a court case over it. Guys, fill me in on this. Fill me in on the Claude Criquillon Steve Bauer incident. Neighborman out the back, guys. 202 back to the peloton. The climb's already doing damage, guys. Aaron saying Lance still has the rainbow jersey win, I think. That was prior to the his cancer treatment days. Rail saying there are Poggies, Sejases, but there's also Valverde winning races at over 40 years old. Yeah, Steve Bauer did go to 7-Eleven. So, yeah, I think he was La Vie Claire, jumped over to 7-Eleven. Andy Hampsten was also 7-Eleven. Rail, I believe only the post-1999 results were scrapped, so he still has 2 Tour Stage wins, a World Championship, and a 4th in La Vuelta. I don't even remember Lance at La Vuelta. I guess they wouldn't even have shown it back in 1998. All they showed was the Tour de France. Yeah. 7-Eleven, La Vie Claire, Motorola, U.S. Postal for... Did Steve ride U.S. Postal? Nah, he didn't. 220 is nothing. They will close up. Yeah, phase 2 is starting up, guys. Peloton's just winding up now. Our front 11 are split into a group of 6 and 5. Ballerini, the sprinter, out already. Gein's gone, Marcelucci gone, Neighborman gone, and Lowland gone for Uno XC. He wasn't faking it earlier. He just couldn't come through. Ciccone on the front. Tunarts, Malacy, Rubio, Bass, Bias, and Ulisi. 6 riders in the front. Yeah, Aaron's saying here too. The hubris of the comeback was the bring down, possibly. Yeah, if he would have just stayed retired, no one would have said anything. Yeah, Rail, we are basically starting the final climb of the day, but it is split into 2 with a little dip in the middle. Yeah, dude, this is a tough day. I would say, looking at the profile, yeah, even if you said right now at kilometer 160, and we know they're already climbing, it's 20 kilometers uphill, minimum. Add in some false flatty, we're back to 150, 30 kilometer climb. You could even push it back to 40 kilometers of climbing, minus this little tiny bit of downhill here. The Pulte rider going out now, I think we're left with 4 in the front, guys. 5 in the front. Ciccone looks like he's onto something today, guys, but I think that GC group's going to start coming back quick. It is saying the peloton now is at 148 down. Movistar on the front here. Ulisi still in the front for Astana. Tunart's still hanging in the 2, guys. Tunart's still up there. Tunart's walking around at 6'2", 6'3" tall. A whopping 72 kilograms. Yeah, that is so skinny. So skinny. Shredded. Okay, let's see what Sir Bike-A-Lot has to say here. True about the 25 plus age. I'm so happy to see riders getting chances earlier in life and not having to deal with the polemics. I've lost that there. The politics, maybe. Colombian decade and power data give team managers all they need to know. Probably is what he's saying there, I think. Yeah, guys, we talked about that before. These guys are looking at power data all the time. Ciccone going now, guys. Ciccone out of the saddle, dancing along here. Toonart sitting on the back. That doesn't surprise me. He's probably the biggest guy here. Guys, power data used on Zwift, My Whoosh, they can identify pro cyclists or the talent, the big engine that they need. Dave's saying, sir, have we met at some time? I get that feeling from you. I get that feeling from everyone. Yeah, so there was a race in Germany that finished already. Yeah, Aaron's saying Nairo's PCS climbing bar would be 99%, but his TT bar would be probably 1%. Oh, Alex Steeda. Alex Steeda. Dude, doesn't Alex Steeda... I think Alex Steeda does some big event, and I think it might be in Edmonton. Yeah, he does. Alex Steeda does some big... I don't know if it's more like a Grand Fondo. I think it's every year up in the Edmonton area. Seem to think about that a little bit. Yeah, Alex Steeda did pave the way, guys. First North American ever to wear the yellow jersey at the Tour de France, guys. Back in the day when we talked about it previously on the channel, guys, when they used to do 2-a-day stages. So he would have won something in the morning, and I think he lost it by the afternoon, though. So I think they had it split into like a crit race and then a bit of a road race in the afternoon. They had like a stage 1A and 1B. They probably had a prologue, and I bet you a 1A and a 1B. And this probably would have been 1985 or something. Guys, just guessing here quickly. Yeah, Alex Steeda. And yeah, I'm positive he does a Grand Fondo thing here. Yeah, Malaysia is pushing for Rubio. Rubio, they're both the Movistar riders still in this group. Toonart's out of the saddle here. He's just hanging on to the back here, guys. 23 kilometers to go. We will be doing another nature break. It's flowing now, dudes. We got the flow going. We got good flow. Yeah, exactly here. Aaron's saying Nairo on Tuesday, time trial against Remco. If he was here, would lose 5 minutes. Yeah. For sure. Ciccone could do Jonas a favor and take the blue jersey. He could. They are... Guys, they're 2 minutes back right now. 2 minutes back. If we look at the... Let's take a look at the virtual GC on the road, guys. Ciccone right now... Well, he should be in this group, shouldn't he? Yeah, it's still Eulalio. Let's take a look at the actual GC, guys. Maybe this is better to do here. Ciccone sits 28th overall, but he's 942 down. So Ciccone's not really in the GC group anymore. I'd say the main GC group is this 3 to 4 minute group here. Jonas, Gall, Scaroni, Hindley. And be honest, it's Jonas, it's Gall. You never know with Jai. Pellizzari could be there, but he's already shown some weaknesses. Ben O'Connor, he's a top 10 guy. Aaronsman, I think, could move up. This guy, for me, he's the GC guy for Net Company Ineos. 5 in our front group. 5 in our front group. Toonart's doing a good job hanging in here. Ciccone on the back, dancing around. I think Ciccone's getting ready to put an attack, dudes. I think Ciccone wants to attack. Pretty long way for him to go with that peloton coming, unless the peloton just completely shuts it down. We've got the Team Pulte Visit Malta rider doing a solo effort, and 4 riders behind. 2 minutes back to the peloton here. Going to jump to Tour Tracker for a second, guys. Going to zoom in. We're still on the climb here on the Category 3. Then we have a time bonification Red Bull KM, followed up with the Category 1. Really tough day here coming up right before the rest day. I'm going to set it right here. Set it and forget it. What's that from? Set it and forget it. Ron Popeil, I think. Ronco. Just going to have a quick read here. Oh, Pozzovivo. Yeah, Pozzovivo we're talking about now. That's a little tiny dude. A decent Quintana individual time trial. Pozzovivo had better individual time trial results. Eddie keeps getting disconnected. Aaron saying, by the way, Colin and chat, everyone here, Nick Taylor is next to last pairing in the PGA Golf Championships today. and could become only the second Canadian to win a major after Mike Weir. Dude, Mike, yeah, whatever happened to Mike Weir? What's Mike Weir doing right now? Dude, that's another crazy one. Like, Mike Weir, top of his game, and then, dude, and I don't want to say that, like, that he's gone, because maybe he's still, I don't know, does he still golf? That was a name that was talked about every day here for a while. Nikki Lynn, Ant Flo. Eulalio and Pellizzari quite far in the GC group. And just going to read this. How far back is Alonso from Nikki Lynn here? Afonso Eulalio right now, I think they're sitting about 2 minutes back overall. The peloton is about 2 minutes behind our front leaders. He has a 3 minute and 15-second lead over second place overall. So he just needs to hang with Jonas and limit the damage today, that maybe he can survive through the TT day. He probably will. 3 minutes? Will he give up 3 minutes to Ghana? It's possible. Ron Popeil. But wait, there's more. Decathlon is pulling it. Time to launch golf. Guys, at the front here right now, our 5-rider group is breaking up. We have one of the Movistar riders on a little bit of a tear with Ciccone. It's Einar Rubio on the top, flicking through Ciccone. Ciccone, you better get up there or he'll start screaming at you. I think Rubio is a hothead. Yeah, here we go. Ciccone comes alongside, does move to the front, does put a little bit of pulling. It's Decathlon at the front. Visma's there as well. And Eulalio with Bahrain victorious, guys. Afonso Eulalio sitting in 5th or 6th wheel. EF is present as well. Red Bull sneaking its way up on the left-hand side, guys. Time to get serious. I think it could be nature break time right now. Maybe try to grab a quick drink. And by the time I come back, we should have still over 20 kilometers of racing to go, guys. Coffee talk. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, dudes, that's the last break of the day. Back into the 10x10 cube of cycling domination. 19.4 kilometers to go here. I'm going to refresh PCS, guys. It says 18.7 here, 19.3 on Flow Bikes. Dogs are good. I had a quick peek outside there. Storm clouds are finally blowing away. That's right, Rail. Pozzo Vivo still races for a local team, and he even managed to get a top 20 rails at the Tour Elves. That's right, dudes. A few days ago, I mistook Pozzo Vivo, I think, for Cunego. I think. I did correct that the next day. But yeah, Pozzo Vivo was out racing. He took 2 years off the bike, came back to racing. I think he's 44, 43, something. He's not that old. Aaron saying, Mike Weir shows up every year for the Masters dinner on Tuesday and plays the Masters, usually misses the cut. Yeah, dude, the amount of money in golf is ridiculous, though. If there's ever a sport to be good at, it's golf. The payouts are so massive. Tim Rex for Visma Lisa Bike is pulling in the peloton. Still have 5 readers in our front group. Ciccone on the front right now with Alisi, Rubio, and Malacy still up there. Tunarts just hanging on. Tunarts just dropped, guys. Just as I said that, Tunarts drops. He drops with one of the Movistar guys. He dropped with Malacy. They just both vanished. Under the 20K to go banner here for the decathlon team leading the way. Nikki Lynn, the ultimate female fan here over at Inside Cycling World. I still want a Pocket Fisherman. Dude, do you guys remember the Pocket Fisherman? They were brown. I think someone in the family, I think my uncle had one. It was this little contraption about this big, and the rod flipped out. That was about this long. Just a little, as I like to call it, a nub. A little nub flipped out, and it was all yours. I think probably even the lures and stuff were built into that little contraption. It's kind of like a teardrop shape, I think. I kind of just fleeting memories of that. Looking at the Corno al Scale, the finish location, man, it is quite the ski center up here. Tons of skiing. Love it. Hopefully we see some snow at the top. We have seen snow on course, guys. Yeah, weird weather here, guys. So we've had warm weather, cold temps. We had those brutal winds. The cold temps came in. We had days where the winds were hitting 100k an hour in Three Hills, just down the road from me. 103k an hour, I think, was the highest recorded wind temperature there, wind speed there. We had funnel cloud warnings in parts of Alberta yesterday. We had a frost warning last night. The area I'm in had a heavy thunderstorm warning, and all the rest combined. Just strange weather. Railsin and possibly almost won the Tour of Hellas in Greece, where he lost against someone named Vaclav Jesic. Who? Was that this year, dude? The Tour of Hellas just happened. I think the Tour of Hellas just went off in the last week or two. Nikki saying, saw one at VV, but only had $10 and found a pair of CDs. Oh, a pair of shoes there. Okay, I'm just going to catch up, guys. Visma going boss mode. Oh, the Jeopardy. Yeah, dude, I still need to have a holding screen, don't I? I do need that. I keep saying that. I'm too lazy to make one right now. On the climb here, guys. Still getting up there. We passed over the top of the Category 3 climb. Actually, I'll jump back to PCS here to get the stats who went through. Who got the points there? Yeah, we just went through it, so those points should be showing up right away here. They haven't shown up yet. Ineos jumps out of the GC peloton, guys. This should be, I'm going to guess this is Ben Turner here jumping out of the group. He just went for a drink. He just accelerated to get a drink on the right-hand side of the road. It was Ben Turner jumping out of the group there. Campenarts leading up the front here. Decathlon, Jonas in the blue, red helmet. 4 riders back. All 5 are back together. So there was probably just a little bit of an acceleration there when those 2 got dropped through the top of the Category 3 there. One of the Movistar guys and Tunarts got dropped. They're all back together now. Toon looks fine here. Easily the biggest out of all these riders. 17 kilometers to go here, guys. On flow. Just going to do a little bit of... This is 15.6 here. So it's going to bounce around quite a bit now. Seeing 15.6 here. I got to make sure I am live. I am live here. So we're a little bit behind here. It always kind of figures itself out in the end. Yeah, exactly, dude. Pozzovivo and Cunego are of similar side, but not the right decade. Yeah, dude. Guys, I never used to watch my videos, and now I sometimes go back going, okay, what do I need to fix there? Did I say the right thing? And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's not right. So I made sure I fixed it the next day. Aaron's saying good golfers can have 20-plus year careers as well. Some as such 50. Yeah, and dude, you finish way down and you're making big coin. Way down, you're making big coin. It's a great sport for cash money. Nikki Lynn's thinking about funnel cake. Rail saying Cunego had that absurd ride in a nerfed Dolomite stage when he destroyed everyone by like 2 minutes. Dude, I don't even remember that stage. I just saw a highlight yesterday of Cunego. Yeah, I think Cunego has been with Bahrain for a long time. And I think it was those orange and black colors of Bahrain Merida or Bahrain McLaren. I think it showed Kuna go on this monstrous attack. That might be the same one. Dude, exactly. Aaron called it. Dude, I got to get a screenshot of Dumoulin. Yeah, dude, I'm doing it. Hopefully I don't get copyright for that. My holding scene will be Dumoulin at the Giro moment, where he's just kind of running over, and the commentator's like, he's taking off his jersey. What is he doing? He's taking a dump. Tommy Dumoulin dump. 2017, guys, at the Giro, the year he won. We talked about that too. He won the Giro 9 years ago. I think a couple of us were saying here, it felt like it was 2 years ago. The Dumoulin dump. Nikki Lynn saying, Colin, a video of you on the velodrome. Oh, yeah. Colin on a velodrome with his face, but Lorena body. Yeah, there was a really nice picture of Lorena a few days ago. Love her. Lorena, marry me. Yeah, I love watching her sprint. She just destroys them. There's no competition for Lorena. No competition. Rail, Pozzovivo is the only one who survived the CSF Navigare purge in 2008. Remember little Emmanuel Sella? Dude, I don't. Rail knows his cycling history here. I barely remember the team. You know, it's funny when you say that, Rail. CSF, is that the same company as the Bardiani CSF Sabre 7 team? Is that the same CSF? Let's take a look at Bardiani here, guys. Right here. Bardiani CSF 7 Sabre. What is CSF? They ride the De Rosas. We looked into that. They ride full Campy, guys. How many teams here you think ride Campagnolo? How many teams? They might be the only team here. I'm going to guess. They ride Elite Home Trainers. I know that trainer. Brighton. I think I have a Brighton. Possibly. Dude, it's awesome seeing all this. Bet you most of the teams are on Shimano. Maybe 20% are on SRAM. And one team will be on Camp. Which we know is the classic, but... Tommy Dumoulin run faster than Froome up the Ventoux. Or Le Monde at the 86 Tour de France. Give me your cap. Okay, details. We need details. I know apparently, guys, the story is, and I need some truth. You guys are going to back me up on this one. Apparently, Greg LeMond, in the year that he won, 86, had extreme diarrhea, stopped on the side of the road, and released the pressure. We'll call it that. We'll call it releasing the pressure. That applies to a lot of things, guys, releasing the pressure. Then his team surrounded him to kind of like stop the cameras from seeing what was going on. Is that true? If so, I love it. I love it. Give me your cap. Lorena is the Chippo of her time. Yes. She is. She is truly... She's gone full Chippo, guys. Lorena is full Chippo. Eddie's saying it's 135 days before the Tour of Langkawi. Route should be out next month. And so, Eddie, I'll do a deep dive onto the Tour of Langkawi route. Hopefully we get some big climbs. Rail saying, geez, there was a Bardiani. There was a Vinny Fantini. 2003, De Luca and Sant'Ambrogio. To me, all the Italian teams are the same, barring Savio's Androni. Oh, I do remember Androni. Is there a team on L2? The new team is the new group set. Okay, I'm lost now, guys. 5 riders in our front group, guys. 12.4 kilometers to the finish. The Red Bull KM is coming up in 1 kilometer. This isn't going to affect anything. The GC group is so far behind in time. This does not affect us. May affect us later in the race, but Ciccone is 9 minutes 42 back right now. I think that's his actual GC time. So you can see here Jonas, outright favorite at 3:15. Felix at 3:34. Ciccone is at 9:42 back. Him getting 6 seconds today doesn't mean anything in the big scheme of things. Enric Mas, there's a name, 9:14. Molberger, we talked about earlier at 8:29. Sepp Kuss sitting at 8:19 back. Johannes Koolset at 7:14. Lennart Van Eetvelt for Lotto Intermarché at 7:12. Some of these guys got to start making some moves. Damiano Caruso for Bahrain Victoria, 6:32. He retires this year. Look at this old feller. Let's take a look at the old feller out there, 38 years old. He was born the year I graduated high school, guys. That is a sad state of affairs. He was born in Ragusa? Ragusa in Italy on the 12th of October 1987. Retires at the end of this year. Dude, why are you retiring? Nah, keep going. Keep going. So he's retiring at the end of this year, and he's sitting 17th at the Giro. I would keep going. Yeah, maybe he's going to go down to Costa Rica and lift weights with Ryder. Maybe that's a possibility. They're going to start entering the Arnold Schwarzenegger bodybuilding contests. 4 riders in our front group, guys. 5. There's Ciccone. Ciccone was around the corner. I thought we lost Ciccone there for a second. Ulissi on the front, the 2 Movistar riders looking, they're looking around watching Ciccone. Ciccone goes up the left-hand side, guys. Ciccone is on the attack right now with 11.7 kilometers to go and a huge attack. Malesi just puts his head down. Malesi just puts his head down and drops. Einar Rubio is going to have to go after him. He's out of the saddle dancing. Probably about a 6 to 7 meter gap. Pulling him back now. Ciccone looks back. Dude, that allowed him back on. You looking back allowed him back on. You should have kept going. Don't look back. Rubio and Ciccone at the front. 5 seconds back, Tunarts, Malesi, and Ulissi. I'm going to say that Diego Ulissi will be towed back up by Tunarts. Just watch. The big dude's going to do all the work and pull these climbers back up towards them there. Now Ciccone's getting a little curvy swervy. Looking back, having a little chit-chat here, I think. Rubio gets out of the saddle and goes. Ciccone was going for the whopping 6 seconds. It means nothing. Rubio caught him and now rolls through ahead of him. 6 and 4, 2 seconds gone. 3 riders coming up behind them. Actually, 2. Will they race for this? Yeah, Diego Ulissi pulls up 2 seconds. Tunarts comes through, and then it's Malesi about 10 meters back. Okay. Dude, exactly, Rail. Classic Androni jerseys. Yeah, billions of different sponsors and colors. I know exactly what you're talking about. Aaron saying Le Mans and Dumoulin winning with problems. Better story than Reese as he won Tour de France. Or did he? Exactly. Mr. What'd they call him? Mr. 50? When he was more like 60? Yeah. What was his nickname? Mr. 50 or something like that. Bjarne Reese. I think his hematocrit level at one point was almost 60. If you read about it. Jan gifted the Dane his first Tour victory. And I'm just going to get caught up here, guys. Sir Bike a Lot. Watch for Derek G to get in the break next 4 to 5 stages. He will pull back 2 to 3 minutes. He always starts slow. Dude, I hope so. I want to see Derek get right to the top. I'd love to see Derek win something big. It's been 3 years since he was like the superstar at the Giro back in 2023. Come on, Derek. We're pulling for you, man. I think he did have that bad start. He did get pulled back by Mateo Sobrero. Was that stage 2? The peloton's just coming through the Red Bull KM right now. Visma and Decathlon doing all the work at the front. Fonzo Eulalio sitting somewhere around 30th wheel right now, it looks like. Oh, right here, Rail. He had like 64% hematocrit. Apparently he couldn't sleep because there was a large risk of cardiac arrest. Yeah, all those dudes back then, guys in their 20s dying in their sleep. Huh? Yeah, they're thick. Their blood was like sludge. So they'd have to wake up and exercise through the night. That was insanity. Okay, so Sir Bikelot saying here, Derek took his wife's name West last summer when Ruby West, former cross and track pro, and him got married. Dude, I wouldn't even have known that. They are truly solid human beings. Hematocrit Reese, yes, gets to keep his win. Hypocrisy. Pellizzari still at the back of the GC group. Doesn't look too good for him. Yeah, you know what? When Jonas went, Pellizzari? I wonder if Pellizzari's done a little bit too much racing this year. A little too much. Remember, we can think back to a few races where it was Pellizzari, Del Toro, and Mathieu van der Poel racing each other on those one-day races. Jonas, he was just busy training. Yeah, Pellizzari didn't look fantastic on the climb. Which climber is the best on the time trial? I'd say Jonas. Guys, what do you think? Wouldn't everyone here agree that Jonas is probably the best TT time trialist combo here? I'm thinking. Timon Aaronsman's pretty good too. He's pretty good too. He's a good climber, and he's really good at the TT. Jonas has a really good time trial. Good combination. Rail saying that Froome kept his 2017 Vuelta win besides being caught with a masking agent only because Sky paid off the judges. Yeah. What did they call him? TUE's therapeutic use exemption. I'm allowed to use this because I'm hurt. But I'm allowed to. Everyone was hurt. And you know what, guys? I've said it before too. Yeah, whatever. I'm fine with it. They all did it. Well, not all. The only thing I didn't like about it was when people would fight back and sue people and threaten to take them to court. And I think most guys, when they got busted, they were like, okay, fine, you caught me. I'll just go hide over here for a while and I'll come back. Other dudes went after people, like Cutthroat, a.k.a. Lance. Lance was erased due to the fact that he embarrassed the UCI. Fab's also saying lots of riders get to keep their wins even if they admit doping themselves because the race organizers ultimately don't care. They want a race that is exciting to watch. Rail, maybe Pellizzari went too early with his form. That's what I think too. He was great the entire season and won the Tour of the Alps. Yeah, dude, he was fantastic. Guys, the quickest way to probably find him is to do this. We'll look at Giulio Pellizzari here. Dude, he's had a long season already. Yeah, it was probably Tirreno Adriatico, these races here. So he did the Valenciana. Okay, someone's going to be here by noon to look at my mini truck. Thank you. I better say sure. I don't even know who that is, guys. Sorry. Guys, I got to answer this. Why? Why do you do this to me, people? Carmen, where are you from? Yep. Okay, be here by noon. Yep, thank you. We can be there by noon. Yeah, we'll see if you make it. Yeah, Pellizzari, guys, raced way back when in February at Valenciana. Strada Bianche. I'm going to say this stage right here, this is probably where he was racing against Mathieu van der Poel. Yes. Mathieu van der Poel first place, Pellizzari second, Tobias Holland Johansson in third. And if I look back to, there was a stage where Isaac Del Toro was there too. Maybe it was this one. Here's the one. Mathieu van der Poel, Isaac Del Toro, Giulio Pellizzari. Guys, this stage here, stage 2, into San Gimignano at the Tirreno Adriatico, was the birth of Sketchville. That was the birthplace of Sketchville on this channel, I think. Remember, they were going with those big, wet paving cobblestones. Dude, that was like way back in March. That was 2 months ago now. Milano-Torino, he finished 4th. Milano-San Remo, 40th. Won the Tour of the Alps, which included winning 2 stages at the Tour of the Alps. I'm not going to say he's off yet. He finished 4th at the Blockhouse, but just compared to Jonas that day, it was not his day. So let's hope that Pellizzari brings it back. Guys, we're 8 kilometers to the top, decathlon, doing all the work here now in the peloton. And it's coming down quick now, guys. We've got Ciccone and Einar Rubio at the front. Toonarts and Alisi. Malacy's hidden in no man's land now. We can't even see him. And the peloton's coming. It's coming, guys. 7.7 there, 7.1 there. And we'll come back over to this screen. And here's our group, guys. Getting into the guts of the climb now. Yeah, little flat section. It is quite steep here. Rubio goes to the front of Ciccone here. Let's check out the power output, guys. Both these dudes are putting out like 420 watts right now. Max power for these dudes looks like 850 for Ciccone, probably on the attack. 660. Oh, we're showing Toonarts here is what we're showing. Ciccone attacks. Ciccone attacks Rubio. Rubio responds here. 7.5 kilometers to go. That seems pretty far behind right now, doesn't it? So, guys, this is my Flow Bikes feed. That's as quick as I can make it. 7 kilometers to go here. So Ciccone's gone. Ciccone quickly opens up 20 to 30 meters on Rubio. 5-second gap here. Head down. Ciccone is sitting, and so is Rubio at the moment. So we must have leveled off a tiny bit here. Ooh, dudes, we're doing this. This is what we're doing now. We're going to zoom in a little bit here on the actual climb so we can see where we're at. And maybe we can get a better feel for the climb. Yeah, there was a flatter segment there. So Ciccone attacked in this flat segment before the start of the next climb. You can see here almost at the very top, within 2 kilometers to finish, we have a 12 to 13% segment area. That's where the peloton's coming back. That is where the peloton's coming back. It says 5.7 to go here, guys. Yeah, 5.7 kilometers to go. And man, Flow Bikes is really far behind here. Kind of shocking how far back they are. Yeah, my feed, the flow, the speed... the stream from Flow, the flow of the stream is quite slow. I'll jump back into the chat here, see what we got going on, guys. Just going to read here quickly, guys. Oh, we're talking about Landis's extreme win. Are we talking 2006? That sounds a lot like Landis in 2006. Yeah, that was the craziest day ever in cycling to me. The craziest day ever. The day before, Landis gets destroyed. The next day, he goes out and decimates the entire peloton by himself. Rode over like 4 categorized climbs by himself. Annihilates everyone. Later on, caught for doping. What do you know? Was Landis just doping, or was it like EPO, or was it blood doping as well? You know, transfusions, because that was big back then too. Rail saying Decathlon could be pushing it. Yeah, dude, they're already catching Malacy here. Malacy's been caught now. 109 from Ciccone back to the peloton, it's saying. And yeah, Flow is so far behind right now, guys. And dudes, I don't want to do another nature break, but I may have to. I've had 4 coffees. Yeah, Ciccone's gone, guys. Rail saying Ciccone has way more power than Rubio, maybe trying to use shallower gradients, which it looks like he did. It looked like there was a shallow gradient here between kilometer 6 and 7 that he went on. Yeah, guys, Flow is behind 5 point. Yeah, not really. Guys, I can never trust this. So if you're watching our tour tracker, the distance went back up. It's 5.1 remaining, 4.9 now. It's 5 and a bit on Flow Bikes. It's pretty close. Pretty close here. I'm going to jump to PCS and see what they say. If they say 7 kilometers, now they're down to 5.3 when I refresh it. It's Ciccone riding solo. 5 seconds to Rubio. 20 seconds to Arts and Elise. And at the time, it was saying 109 back to the peloton. Big attack by Ciccone there. Ciccone riding solo now, guys. Up this climb. Here's the profile we're looking at now. Neutral service is right with him here. It's the moto. Rubio, 50, 60 meters back, maybe. Watch out for the prancing deer in the area. In quite a sheltered climb here, guys. I will try to show it to you here. We're going to zoom in here now. Yeah. Quite the forested area. It is quite sheltered. Worst part of this climb is through this segment here before the 1 kilometer to go. Yeah, dudes. Someone play the Jeopardy theme. Hate to do this, guys. Need another nature break or else we're not going to make it. I will be Dumaloning right here. Okay, guys, that's it. Back inside the 10x10 cube. Sitting down here, 4.2 kilometers to go, guys. Yeah, sorry, dudes. That's 4 entire cups of coffee here. My grumpy dwarf cup. Wow, way too much this morning. Visma on the lead right now, guys. 7% gradient, pushing 22 kilometers, 24 kilometers an hour through here. I want to jump back here. Yeah, Visma on the front. Ciccone has got a 15-second gap on Rubio. Peloton only 1 minute back. Ciccone going for a victory here for Trek. Let's go, bro. Fully pulling for Giulio Ciccone now to stay away. Can he do it, dudes? It's saying 3.4 to go. We're going to have a quick look here and see if that looks about right. 3.60 over on Tour Tracker. 1 minute to go, dudes, and some steep stuff coming up. It's going to totally drop through here. We've got almost a kilometer, it looks like, at 12% gradient, minimum. Yeah, there's a graphic on screen right now. Yeah, it gets pretty steep here, guys. Max gradient looks like 15%. With 2 kilometers ago, we hit a max gradient of 15%. Ciccone on a flyer. We're talking the 2006. Yeah, ultimately, Oscar Pereira was given the trophy after gaining 20 minutes in a random breakaway. Yeah, Pereira, he rode for the Illes Balearics back then, I think. Wasn't it? Or Castaparn, something like that. Castaparn, Illes Balearics. I think. Yeah, dude, exactly. Yeah, Oscar Pereira, the most. Did he really earn that Tour de France win ever? Such a weird year after the Lance domination before he came back. And Contador was there. Yeah. The Silent 7 shows just how juiced the field was. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely juiced. Oh, yeah, rail again. Year later, Rasmussen almost pulled off what Pereira did, but he abandoned by his own team, now known as Visma. That's right, the Team Rabobank. Back in the day. I think Rasmussen was juiced to the gills as well. Absolutely juiced. That guy, could there have been anyone skinnier? And he had the best nickname ever. His nickname was the Chicken. They called him the Chicken. What a fantastic nickname. Guys, I'm trying to move the screen around a bit. I can't here. I think generally I ought to jump to a different screen here for a second here. Team Visma pulling guys down to 53 seconds. It's saying it's 3.2 kilometers to the finish on PCS. Let's make sure about that. 3.1 looks about right. We've been racing for 4 hours and 10 minutes. Dudes, we still have almost 290 meters of climb to go in the last 3 kilometers. So, dudes, that tells you we're climbing at a 10% gradient all the way to the finish. Some of my Zwift rides lately, guys, I'm climbing 100 meters and 30 kilometers. They're doing 290 in 3. Yeah, this is steep. Neutral service right beside Ciccone. Team director's car coming up right now. Sorry, race director's car coming up. Driving the Citroën. Guys, Citroën, you never see them here. Years ago in Canada, there were Citroëns, there were Peugeots rolling around. You never see them anymore. I don't think there's even a dealership left in Canada. Maybe in Toronto. Maybe in one. There's no Peugeot Citroën dealers here at all. Or a Renault. We don't have that either. How about the Renault car? What a car. Or even better, the Renault Fuego. Fire. Terrible. Junk box. That was one of the Movistar riders that was probably, I don't know if that was Malaysia still, just working his way back down. Trying to figure out who we're looking at here. 125 for you. Is this Arietta? This could be Arietta, I'm thinking, or it's Christian, not really sure right now. Oh, it's Narvaez. Narvaez, sorry guys. Sitting on the back today. Ciccone has a good look back. And he's on the move, guys. On the move. Under the 3 kilometer banner to go on flow. So it's saying we're like a kilometer back here, dude. So what I'll do, you know what I do? I won't look at this. I'm going to follow this all the way to the finish. I know there's a discrepancy. It's just what Flow Bikes provides me. Dude, and what I'm saying right now, guys, this is kind of why I haven't done baseball yet. Because the feed that you get from whatever it is, ESPN, StatCast, or whatever they call it, is delayed. Oh, no, it's ahead of Sportsnet. So it's kind of throwing me off how to do it. Visma on the front, guys. We see Decathlon there as well. Seeing 1 or 2 Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe riders there. It's got to be Pellizzari up in the front. I'm looking at the red helmet, blue kitted rider here. That is Jonas Vingegaard riding in 4th place. Afonso Alulia. He's not that far back. Maybe 12th, 13th place. Group of 4 on the back here. Pellizzari, guys, out the back. So it is Pellizzari. Pellizzari in the white jersey, the best young rider. He does have a teammate with him, an Uno X rider and a Groupama FDJ. I was like, why are they showing? Yeah, because it's Pellizzari. Pellizzari is not with the GC. Pellizzari is not on his game, guys. This looks like Wout polls for Unibet Rose Rockets finally getting dropped. Bigger, taller, lankier dude. Christian Scaroni sitting on the back of this GC peloton right now, guys. Sitting on the back right now. Yeah, Pellizzari's 30 seconds back, guys. 30 seconds back. Now, we're going to stick on this one here. We are in the 13% segment here, guys. And I know we're behind a little bit. Actually, I'm a lot closer here. Maybe this is the way to stick, is stick with this one here. You'll see these stats. We won't look at PCS for a bit. 24 seconds back to the pink jersey and Jonas. Felix Gall goes on the move. Jonas goes with him, guys. They've just passed Rubio. Ciccone is not that far ahead, guys. These two dudes, Gall, Jonas, will catch Ciccone, which is unfortunate for the Lidl Trek rider. Gall out of the saddle here. Jonas looks strong, guys. I'm thinking Jonas looks really, really strong here. Good paved surfaces up here. Fans everywhere. We're inside the forest area now. Gall sits down, catching his breath. Will Jonas attack? Will Jonas attack, guys? Yeah, Gall's super strong right now. And where are they? Okay, it's dropping quick, guys. Ciccone will be caught probably within the next few hundred meters. Gall riding hard. Jonas sitting on his wheel. The peloton is not that far behind either. The entire GC peloton will catch Ciccone as well. There's no way he's staying away over these next 2 kilometers. It says 1.6 to go here on Tour Tracker. Coming out of some of the steepest gradients here, probably to kilometer 1.5 will be out of the steepest stuff, more into that 7% range. Yeah, so I'm just going under the 2 kilometer banner now with Gall and Jonas. You can see Ciccone just up in the distance. Yeah, he's caught. Eulalio is back in the GC group. Yeah, Eulalio is just riding with the GC group, trying to lose as little time as possible. See all the flash cameras going off here on the side of the road. It's like strobe lights on these poor dudes. That's from one of the official photographers. Yeah, it would be great here from Aaron to see Gall drop Jonas, but dude, Jonas looks really good here. Travels with Tony is cheering Felix. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would like to see someone different win too. Good to see Jonas doing so well because he looks better than ever to me. But I like to see other people win. Even better to see Eulalio come from behind. Yeah, dude, be good to see them come up. They should be coming up. They've caught Ciccone. Ciccone is caught here. It's saying officially at 1.8 kilometers according to Flow Bikes, which looks like we're probably quite a bit behind Tour Tracker. How does that happen? Someone's out with a megaphone cheering on Ciccone to no avail. Gall catches him. This is just on replay here, guys. Timon Aarons, yeah, be good to see Timon come up as well. Yeah, it's saying here right now, Timon Aaronsman is not that far behind this trio. So that's referring to Gall, Jonas, and Ciccone. So Timon Aaronsman must be coming up right now, who to me is the GC leader of that company. And yes, there he is. Just around the corner, he's out of the saddle. He will be picking up Ciccone. But Jonas and Gall have moved away from Ciccone now. Eulalio just sitting on the back here of the remainder of the GC peloton. Derek G about 5 riders ahead. Pellizzari losing a lot of time. He's 58 seconds behind the front of the race right now. So at this point, he'll be losing 1 minute to Jonas, 1 minute to Felix. Yeah, Pellizzari's having a rough day because I can see Wout Poels sitting ahead right now on the road of Giulio Pellizzari. So, yeah, maybe too many race days in his legs. Maybe too many race days in the legs right now. And they are saying here Jonas is still refusing to work with Felix. He doesn't need to. Jonas is just sitting on his wheel all the way, allowing Felix to do all the pacing. 34. It's changed. So now okay, no, wait a second here. They just moved the white jersey over. It's 36 seconds to the pink jersey, 50 seconds to Pellizzari. There is a group chasing at 19 seconds, but Jonas, the blue jersey leader right now, and will be, well, he won't take it over today. The heavy favorite for the race, Jonas Vingegaard, blue jersey, first on the road with Felix Gall. And looking for Timon Ahrensman coming up here. I can see a couple of riders. Yeah, it's Timon Ahrensman has passed Ciccone. And I'm just trying to see. Yeah, the fans come onto the road. It's hard to see how far ahead they are. Ahrensman out of the saddle now, climbing after them. Now it's saying Matisse Rondel for Tudor is not that far back. He's taking an opportunity today to move up the GC. Haven't seen Jai Hindley. We know Pellizzari's out the back. Eulalio will make the rest day in pink. He's 34 seconds down right now. He's got a 3 minute and 15 second gap over Jonas Vingegaard. So even if Jonas takes a full minute, he's still going to have a 2 minute buffer for rest day. He might even hold it through the TT, maybe. Jonas not having the pink jersey tomorrow means he doesn't have to do all those press media center things. Okay, Jonas goes on the attack, guys. Jonas attacks after 1 kilometer to go. Jonas out of the saddle. Felix does react here, Felix. You got to go quick. Jonas has a better kick, a better initial kick. I think it takes a little bit for Felix to dial it up, get the coal going to the power plants. The steam starts boiling, and he starts coming back. Let's see if Felix can come back here. Time of the climb. The record for this climb is 31 minutes, 10 seconds. So far, Jonas right now is on 22 minutes and right at 23 minutes. Whatever the record, whoever set this record, it's going to be shattered today. Jonas should be doing probably another minute to finish this climb. I'm not sure who has the previous record, but yeah, it's going to be destroyed. Yeah, and Jonas is better than Gall in the TT. That's coming from Travels with Tony. Like, Jonas is going to finish really high on the TT, guys. 500 meters here to go on flow. The race will be finishing up here. It hasn't shown yet on Tour Tracker, but Jonas will win the stage today, guys. Waiting for it to pop up here on Tour Tracker. Still hasn't yet. If we take a look here, they're inching that final corner now. Yeah, he's across now, guys. Finish line's right up here. Jonas will win the stage. Gall will finish second. And yeah, he attacked at 900 meters just after the 1 kilometer banner. Felix Gall is getting distance here. Number 31 for Decathlon is getting distance by Jonas. Stay in the chat here, guys. In individual time, it's like Ahrensman is better than Vingegaard, who's way better than Gall. I agree. Ahrensman, dudes, is going to do really, really well at the individual time trial. We've already seen it this year. Once we get through this, guys, I'm going to jump back to Timon Ahrensman and show you how good he is in the individual time trial. What I can say, his results this year have been in shorter time trials than what's coming up on Tuesday. Jonas wins stage, guys. Easy victory here for Jonas. Just kisses the handlebars, kisses the right hand, coasts across the finish line, almost falls over on his bike. Felix Gall coming through next, fighting all the way to the finish, guys. Jonas finishes at 4:20 and 22 seconds. Gall finishes 12 seconds back. Maybe 13? I think it's Piganzoli here coming together with Ben Turner. Or no, it's Timon. It's Timon. Piganzolo jumps ahead of Timon here at the finish line. So he'll finish at 33 seconds back. It looks like Ahrensman's at 34. I believe that's Ahrensman. It has to be. 35 seconds, 39 back, 40 back. It's Eulalio. Defends his pink jersey. Fought really hard there at the finish. Derek G finishes 6th. Rondel probably 7th. Can't tell who that is for Visma. Looks like another two-door rider finished in 10th place. Dudes, I'm going to jump over to PCS here just to see this here. Here we go, guys. Jonas in first. Gall second at 12. Piganzoli, okay, right, 3rd place. Ahrensman in 4th. Eulalio in 5th. Great job for him, only losing 41 seconds. He'll still be 2 minutes and 30 seconds ahead of Jonas at the end of today. Derek G starting to come out and play. Warriors come out and play. Tough day for Pellizzari. finishing 1 minute 28 seconds down. I got to see who finished for Unibet in front of him here. Matisse Rondel was in 7th, Sepp Kuss 8th, so that was Sepp. That was my guess, but I couldn't tell. Jai Handley for Red Bull, 50 seconds down in 9th, and Michael Storer for Tudor. Tudor looking really good, guys. In the GC, those guys are going to move up, so it looks like Matisse Rondel's going to move up. Pellizzari's going to drop in the GC. Let me catch up in the chat, guys. Oh, what we'll do here quickly, guys, is let's take a look at Thymen Ahrensman. Very good time trialist here. We've got a 42-kilometer long time trial coming up. Snow on the ground up here at the top, guys. Probably quite cool. If we go back to the beginning of this year, 5th in this time trial here at the Algarve. Only 20 kilometers long in this time trial. Beaten by Ganna, Ayuso, Soderquist, and Paul. So he was 23 seconds off Ganna. It's pretty impressive over 20 kilometers. And I think he has a second place as well. Yeah. Okay. At Treno Adriatico. This is a short one, only 11.5 kilometers. Second overall, probably to Ganna. Second to Ganna. The day that 3 Grenadiers were in the top 5. Ganna in first place. Ahrensman second, and Magnus Sheffield in 4th place. Watching Jonas kiss the handlebars. Kisses the back of the hand, the right hand. Just looking at Jonas's gloves there. It's just the design. Yeah, he had a little bit of a speed wobble at the finish there. He lost his balance there for a second. So I would expect Ahrensman to do very well in the time trial. Ganna, of course, is going to do very well. Jonas is going to do very well. That's coming up on Tuesday, guys. That is coming up on Tuesday. Yeah, great defense by Eulalio. Dude, he may still be in that jersey by the end. 42 kilometers. Well, that's a long time trial nowadays. That would have been short in the past when they were riding 75, 80 kilometer long individual time trials. Yeah, 130 loss for Palazzari. Yeah, great job by Eulalio. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Eulalio. Best individual time trial in your life. Maybe you hold the pink to even week 3. Nicky Lynn saying the Offspring playing in the Trek bus. Ahrensman is this decade's Tom Dumoulin. Classic GC guy with great TT, great climbing, but lacks explosiveness. Yeah, dude, we saw him win 2 stages at the Tour de France last year. Really good time trial results earlier this year. He just hasn't been that far up. So Jonas, okay, waiting for the GC, guys. It's up here right now. We got Afonso in first place. Jonas in second at 2:24. Gall at 2:59 in third. This is where it's going to change. Jai Handley now is in 4th at 4:32. Scaroni for Astana in 5th. Thymen Ahrensman up to 6th place at 5 minutes flat. Matisse Rondel in 7th, 5:01. Ben O'Connor, didn't really see much of him today, 5:03. It's kind of what Ben O'Connor does to me now, 10th, 11th, 12th place in all these races. Palazzari falls, I think, from 4th or 5th all the way down to 9th place at 5:15. Michael Storer at 5:20. Markel Balaki. Yes, dude. 11th place, Jan Hurt. Okay, so, dude, that's who it is. Jan Hurt, who I thought was Wout Poels. Let's see Jan Hurt here for a second. He is tall. Taller. From the Czech Republic, 35 years old. Great job here for Jan Hurt. Different team. Sorry, guys. So, I'd like to know right now, was that Wout Poels at the end there? I'm going to find out. Let's see if we get the results here right away, guys. Because Palazzari was, I'm positive, was behind. It was Wout Poels. Today's stage, Wout Poels finished 21st. Big, tall dude. He was ahead of Palazzari on the climb. I'm not sure if Palazzari got ahead of him at the finish line. What did Palazzari finish? 22nd. So he finished right behind him there. Just the tall, lanky figure of Wout Poels I saw. And Jan Hurt is different team, NSN. GC here, guys. So that rounds up the GC for us. And I think I'm losing track of what I'm doing now. Probably time to jump here, guys. I'm going to finish up the chat here and we'll moving on right away. Jay Taylor just jumped in and says, happy y'all, happy Sunday. Hey, guys, it's a holiday here in Canada. Sorry, tomorrow it's Queen Victoria Day. We just call it Victoria Day. It's a long weekend for us. It'll be off day on the bike. I'll be riding my bike today. Railson, I expect Ghana to win. Aaronsman second. Jonas top 5. Gall around 20th. Yeah, dude. I can see that too. Let's have a quick look at Ineos here. They're kind of stacked with TT riders. Yeah, Timon will do well. Ghana should win it. Magnus Sheffield will be there as well. Magnus Sheffield is a time trial rider. I don't see why his stats aren't showing up. But Sheffield is a time trial rider as well. Remember, I think it was Magnus Sheffield who gave someone the finger at a race and got he got a time penalty for it. I think he got docked UCI points as well. It was an out and back one, and he gave someone the finger on the ride during the middle of the time trial. Ben Turner? Yeah, I'm not sure why they're not showing up. That's okay. Yeah, dude, so that's going to be... Well, let's take a look. What time are we starting on Tuesday, guys? And then I'm going to jump here. And I don't know. Not like I have much to do today. Tuesday morning? Oh, this is going to be a tough day for me. We start at... I think that's 5:15 in the morning. Yeah, okay, I might make it. Dudes, I have a 9:30 appointment at the bank on Tuesday, and I have an 11 o'clock staff meeting at the brokerage in Olds on Tuesday, so that's at 11 o'clock. It's the bank appointment. I'm going to have to leave here at 9 o'clock, so we might be done. We might be done. I'll be looking at that to see what the finish times will be. Jan Hurt was in the orange CCC squad back in the day. Love the jerseys of CCT and obviously also Euskatel's. Euskadi. Yeah, dude, I love that team. Great day in the saddle, folks. A 24 for the 24 Canuck. No, nah. Okay, I'm lost, guys. Dudes, I better shut her down because I'm stumbling over my words right now. I'm hungry. I got to jump. Dudes, thanks for joining me. Thanks for supporting Inside Cycling World. Wow, there's 56 people here, guys. Let's grow it. I think we had a day where we had like 80-something at once. Dude, who's this here? Dude, before I go, we got a new guy here. Rainier Hakaran. Dude, where are you from? Your last name sounds a bit German, maybe a bit Finnish. Time trial stages, only stages how we can calculate how good pro cyclists are. Really? Indurain, Poggi, Vingegaard, Armstrong, Le Mans beat many minutes. 185 hours that shows how bad 185 hours. Yeah, dude, it's the race against the clock. It's the race of truth. There's no hiding behind your big domestiques. It's you alone. Yeah, it really is. Who's the strongest, most powerful rider? That's dictated by the time trial. What's funny is there's different sizes now. Like Jonas, he's pretty small. Ghana, he's pretty big. Generally, we're going to see the big boys come out to play on Tuesday. I'm really excited. Dude, it's probably my favorite stage of every race. I love the time trials. I can really focus on these time trial times better. We've got 3 intermediate times, T1, 2, and 3 for Tuesday. It is a long one, guys. It's 42 Ks. That is going to be so good. I'd love to see what the average times are going to be for that. And I'm going to dig around for some olden day time trial stats to see how the boys from the past juice to the gills on EPO and blood transfusions, how good their average speeds were compared to nowadays. It's all the tech. It's all the diet, guys. Remy Cavagna. Dude, exactly. Remy Cavagna is a great time trialist. Yep, he's here for, Remy's here for Groupama FDJ, I believe it is who he's here for. Let's take a quick look. Groupama FDJ, Remy Cavagna, right there. Yeah, guys, quickly, time trialists. We're going to see Aaronsman. We're going to see Ghana. We're going to see Magnus Sheffield. Just thinking of all the time trials. Nelson Oliveira has a really good time trial. Romo has a very good time trial. This dude here. Is it Romo? It's not Romo. Who am I thinking about? Oh, it was a guy at the Tour de France last year. Anyway, guys, that's all coming up on Tuesday. Dave's saying winning time. I was going to ask you, what do you guys think for a winning time? 45 minutes. Yeah. Price Pedersen can also do well in the time trial. That's from Rail. Yeah, I forgot about him for Alpecin. Oh, he can. Johannes Price Pedersen. That's right. Yeah. Blue. All-time trial points. Okay, dudes, I'm going to jump. I'm starving. I got to eat. And then my leftover sandwich from yesterday. It's also, dudes, I went to the store. An Italian big sandwich. It's like a sub sandwich. It's about that long, about that thick. 1/4 of the sandwich was 640 calories. 2,600 calorie sandwich. Think about that. So I'm going to have that, I guess, for a late breakfast. Really? With Italian meats on it? And then I'm doing a bike ride. Dudes, I'm going to go. I'm just rambling. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you